All right. Rise of the Rune Lords. Chapter 2, Session 15. The party takes a nap. Everyone is sleeping together in one room, except for Jerome, who is barely conscious at the healer's shed.
At least I got my bath.
Yep.
She works out of a shed?
Well, I mean, it's like a 2-level thing with a... It's nice. It's all right. It's no Rusty Dragon. I'll tell you that right now. So, you are sleeping off some injuries. Caladril is looking to restock supplies. You are in possession of a damaged phylactery, which I believe was the motivation for everyone sleeping together, to ensure its security from outside and inside forces. And Jerome is recovering. We have probably, I think, they said one more day on him. I forgot what I said. It was going to be a couple of days for him to be right. Yeah. So you guys are going to wake up in the morning there in the Dragon. Jerome, you are going to be like walking wounded. So you may do a limited amount of things today. But you don't,
They'll let me out for a spell.
yeah, you don't want to overstretch yourself. You're definitely not fighting fit, but you can take the IV stand with you down the hall to get a
Look for a Coca-Cola machine.
Yeah, to get a
And
Jello cup.
penguins.
Yes. Yeah, a Coca-Cola machine next to a seemingly unconscious huge Norwegian man. Deep cut references, ladies and gentlemen. Deep cut references. So, it is the morning. How did you sleep in the room together?
As well as I usually do.
Well, I mean, I had the whole bed to myself, and I'm pretty sure it's bigger than the bed. Well, no, it's about the same size as the bed in my room, so I did alright.
Nothing phases the elf. Reyna is sleeping the sleep of the damned. I mean, something.
The dead.
Yeah, that's it. Drakkar.
I slept fine hanging upside down from the rafters.
A good
I
night.
Caladril spent a good portion of the night staring at Drakkar. More likely, or more specifically, his wings.
Taking notes.
Yep.
Being a little creepy.
Little creepy, yes.
All right. So you have awakened. I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think is the morning person?
Well, I'm going to say it's not Drakkar,
Me.
and since...
What?
He's going to insist that it is.
Drackar's usually up first so he can take his dump.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Like.
That's Strix IBS.
I say Caladril usually wakes early, whether he likes it or not.
So
Well, Caladril didn't go to bed until much later than the rest of us.
So the other two of you wake up to a thump as Caladril, or as Drakkar drops from his perch in a sort of perfect little half somersault.
Superhero pose.
Yep.
Da-da-da.
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
Indeed.
Really hard on the knees. All right, you have free actions. I would remind you, it's been a little while. I should have mentioned it before. You did have an area inside the Misgivings that you hadn't gone over. There were a few rooms. There was a suspicious-looking cave thing that Caladril seemed really interested in, but the rest of the party successfully dragged him out of. So you do have a little bit of unfinished business in that regard. Also, you had a lead to a little bit of investigation out in the Magmar area. There seemed to be some deeper connections turning up. And you have a couple of keys to a couple of places that you probably wouldn't mind ransacking.
Well,
not probably today, but
yeah.
just laying that back out.
Well, I want to go back to the misgivings, but I really need for Jerome not be, practically dead. So I don't particularly have anything that I want to do here in town until Jerome is better.
Oh,
That I have not already done, that is.
All right. The Father Xantus was prepping for a cleansing ritual, helping with Jerome's healing, so that's, taking some time too. It'd probably be ready about the same time for what he thinks he can do.
Okay.
Would anyone like to do anything, or should I forward to the next day?
I'm prepping my infusions for the day. Ponder's sneaking over to Amiko's room, but these guys are here, so I can't do that.
I should say it's definitely morning, so. Alt.
The other reason we were all sleeping in Caladriel's room is because he knocked the door off the wall.
Yeah.
Somebody locked me in.
That's not a thing. It was totally jammed.
Yeah.
Hey, that's something we could do today. We could go find somebody who can fix the door. I'm sure Amiko would appreciate that.
I think Raina can find somebody to fix the door
Fine.
that broke because of her.
Nonsense.
Entirely.
You can't prove a thing.
Well, no, I can't.
Alright, well, I asked Caladriel, what are your plans for the day? What are you going to do with the phylactery?
I'm probably going to go hang out with Father Santa.
This Xantus.
Poke Jerome so that he gets bruises and things because he's so weak.
That'll be fun, too.
Alright, well, as long as you're with Father Xantus, then the phylactery should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I will go find a carpenter or somebody who can fix the door.
I will make sure the phylactery does not leave my sight. Ever.
precious.
Now, see, that's why we locked you in last time.
Wait, you locked me in?
Nope.
What? You just...
I didn't say a word.
Mm.
Now he's hearing things.
Jakar. The elf is crazy.
Well, that's typical. I mean,
I don't know what you're talking about. Perfectly sane.
I squint my eyes at him. That's all I do, and ruffle my feathers.
He looks very affronted. He looks like an affronted herring.
I bold.
I don't know how he pulled off a fish,
And
but
then Caladriel replies like that.
Both of you, apparently.
No. Just because they're both there.
All right.
Creeper.
If Reyna, you would like to search out someone who can fix the door, you can consult your star map of
Through the hangout. Is anybody else hearing Jeff right now?
No.
No.
Suddenly not.
it's something you have. It's
There we go.
There.
not something you have. It's
Oh.
the thing that you have, but no one has it. Probably could give you a list of things, but it's got stuff you shouldn't know in it.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'll edit it down one of these days.
Oh, as a side note, Caladriel seems a little itchy today, especially on his right side. Pretty easy for everyone else to notice. Are you guys rashy at all from last night? Rashy at all?
No. But then again, we weren't licking the moldy wall.
That is true. I don't know. Hopefully it goes away. Especially
Why
when
don't you ask Hannah about it while you're at the healers poking Jeroen?
Oh, I could do that.
Jerome probably keeps an ointment just for that, actually. I mean,
For being rashy?
for dealing with sudden rashes.
Yikes. Way to remind the DM, guys. Thanks a lot. Same fucking to you, assholes.
That's assuming the DM forgot.
I think he did.
You're a little gassy this morning, Caladriel, but other than that,
And a little itchy.
yeah, you're a little itchy, a little gassy.
And with that, I take my leave.
But that stabbing pain in your gut is no longer evident.
Puppy, what you doing?
And Caladriel is hearing the voices again.
Yeah, I'm hearing Takar somehow. Or Jeroen. I'm hearing Jeroen somehow. Damn it. Bubbers. Boobie-doo.
Reyna, upon looking at your star map,
Look at that cat with your butt.
you will notice very close to where you are, across the street from the theater, is the Carpenter's Guild. If anyone can fix a door, probably someone in there.
Alrighty. So, do I have a number to go along with this?
That's 24.
24. Boom, baby.
And yeah, there you go.
Alright. I sort of knock on the door as I'm opening it, peek my head in. Anybody around?
You see a stocky built, slightly graying male dwarf shuffling through some paperwork on a desk with a very ornately carved sign on the front of the desk that says Azric Battlethorn, Guildmaster.
I approach the desk and say, Master Battlethorn,
Yes, what do you want?
I have a commission for you if you have the time, or someone else if you don't.
A commission for me?
Well, I'm in need of some light carpentry repair work. Probably won't be the work of more than half an hour, but it's something that needs to be done.
What is this? What is the task?
Well, a friend of mine got accidentally locked in his room last night with the Rusty Dragon, and to liberate himself, kicked it like clear off the hinges. So we need to get that repaired for the keeper.
Basic framing, eh?
Yeah, nothing terribly complicated, I shouldn't think.
All right. Well, that won't be work for the guild master.
Well,
That's apprentice's work.
seems legit.
But I can put you in contact.
Much obliged.
Hold on one second. I will go and see who is available.
I will wait right here, and I point at the floor under feet.
He shuffles off into the back. He's spends some time back there. Comes back looking a little irritated. Most of my workmen are out working on the various projects we have at the outlying farms. There's been a lot of business recently. And I'm afraid we're a little short on lumber right now. The damn shipyard is always taking most of it from the mill, and they haven't been running recently due to those murders.
Ah, yes, I had heard about that.
If you could negotiate a little bit of lumber for this project, that would probably expedite matters. Been having difficulty.
How much would you need? I explained the severity of the damage to him, so that he could make a better estimate.
Doesn't sound like I should need too much. Probably even one of our new apprentices could probably repurpose a good portion of the materials already existing in the door.
Okay.
A few stout boards should do it.
All right, I will see what I can do, and I will come back here with whatever I have.
All right. He says, I believe I can get you. The apprentice should be back in town from. I sent him out with one of my foremen to look over a job at one of the farms. He should be back in town by lunchtime. It's,
Would you happen to know which farm, just out of vague curiosity?
I'm sure I have it here somewhere, but I'm afraid I'm washing paperwork.
Been there. I sympathize completely.
He says it's a lad by the name of Milton. He's a good lad.
And this is the apprentice?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, you're one of the heroes of Sandpoint, yes?
Well, that's what they call me, but...
Well, you're staying over at the Dragon, right?
Yep, that's where the damage was done.
Very good. Well, I will send Milton over there. I'm sure he could get started right away as long as you can provide a couple of extra boards. I will assume that you should be able to drum these up. I will just send him over there and he can begin work immediately.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Alright, so I guess I will reconvene with the members of my party who are...
The most Scottish/Russian dwarf ever.
Well, I think Caladrel had something he was doing, so I guess I will meet back up with Drakkar. And ask him if he wants to accompany me to the lumberyard to try and get some wood to fix the door that Caladrel broke.
Why isn't Caladriel doing that?
Because he was going to the healer to see about his rash.
Yeah. I think he should be itchy for a little longer.
Mhm.
I'm indignant, but I agree to go.
Okay.
All right. Scarnetti Mill is Sandpoint Lumber Mill is number 25. Yep. Pretty close there.
At least it's a short walk. Now, have we been in here before?
You have. That's where the horrible
Okay.
murders were.
Like, I didn't know if the lumber mill and the sawmill were necessarily the same thing, but yeah, okay. Making sure.
Yep.
Or, sorry, lumber yard and the sawmill is what I meant to say. So, what with a bunch of people being dead, is there anybody around?
You actually do notice that it seems to be running. There is sounds of sawing.
Does it sound like they're sawing wood? Or body parts?
Make me a profession sawyer check.
Let's see what I have.
I would accept a knowledge nature.
Jesus.
I mean,
Is that how this session is going to go? Is that how my rolls are going to be?
sure.
Like me?
I mean, they're either sawing wood or like maybe somebody's doing a motorboat impression. Or you don't really know. I mean, it seems legit, probably. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a little wary. I assume Jar is with me, and I'm gonna go in.
As you enter the sawmill,
We're jumped by stick tool.
make me a fortitude. No. As you enter the sawmill, actually, make me a fortitude save.
Really?
That was a double bluff. Oh, you like that?
Triple bluff. Like, am I actually making a fortitude save?
Yes, you are. You should actually make one. You could choose to fail it automatically. That's your call.
No, I'll just fail it because I roll like shit today.
Well, thankfully DC is not too high.
Okay.
The area is filled with sawdust, and you'd think that you are going to uncontrollably sneeze, but you managed to control it and controllably sneeze.
Oh, okay.
But it didn't take off into a sneezing fit.
Good to know.
Drakkar, you I mean, it's fine. Doesn't bother you much. You don't even sneeze.
I'm used to molting, so.
Reno, when you sneeze, a fresh-faced young lad turns around and says, "Oi, what are you doing in here?"
I'm very sorry to disturb you, young sir. I've come on behalf of... The fuck was that guy's name? Like, out of character, the carpenter.
Azric Battlethorn, but Milton is your carpenter. Azric
Right.
Battlethorn is the guildmaster.
I've come on behalf of the guildmaster of Carpentry Guild. I just need to purchase a few sturdy planks of wood for a project that must be done with all haste.
Oh, Mr. Scarnetti didn't say anything about anybody coming over to purchase anything. We're under contract to provide this wood to the shipyard.
Well, that's all well and good. I just need 2 planks of wood. It doesn't need to be this wood that's already promised to someone else. I just need some wood.
All right, make me a persuasion, diplomacy. I don't remember which one it is. Make one of them.
Okay, what were my options?
Persuasion, diplomacy, whatever the thing is.
It's
I mean, you're not
diplomacy.
lying, so it's not bluff. It's
Not.
diplomacy.
So diplomacy check. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't help. Don't help. You notice that I've rolled 11, 12, 13. Like, this is going really well. Eventually, I'll get up, into
we're
the mid-teens.
we're only like halfway through our work order right now. It's gonna be a while before I can cut you any boards.
How long?
I'm afraid I'm going to need your bird friend to step back. This is a dangerous area.
Oh, sorry. He's just, he's a little excitable. I sort of grin at Jakar in a way that the kid can't see. Well, like, I understand, your work order and all of that, but honestly, how long could it take to just cut me up a couple of boards? No one will ever even notice the time.
What are you backing that up with?
Ah!
Back that up by opening
It was
the vest a
supposed to
little
be
bit.
getting better, not worse!
Open the vest a little bit. That'll increase your diplomacy.
Yeah, I unzip my top by a good 2.5 inches while I'm turned around sneezing, quote unquote, because of the sawdust.
Yeah. Mr. Scarnetti is very, very sensitive to time concerns, and he has an almost supernatural grasp of the inventory counts. Ever since that unpleasantness recently, he's taken a more active interest in the mill, and this is like my first job, and I don't want to. Your bird friend is he's it's kind of like scaring me. Is what
Well,
what?
here's the thing. You see, I understand how Mr. Scarnetti is worried about the inventory and all of that. We're not talking about shrinkage here. I'm willing to pay, certainly, for the wood that we take. And for the couple of planks that I need, yes, exactly. For the number of planks that I need, it won't take you any time at all to get it done. And, I don't know if you've heard, but we are the heroes of Standpoint. So, I mean, I just need a couple of planks, and it won't take any time at all, and I will pay for them, and Mr. Scarnetti will be perfectly pleased with you for assisting us. That might be a bluff check.
Yeah, because
So
you have
if this-
no sense of what would please Mr. Scarnetti about you in any way.
Yeah.
Your
And
dealings with Scarnetti have been short and gruff.
But
not the most
we
pleasant.
did help him
That's true.
with the unpleasantness recently, so...
That is true. So you, with your bluff, well, I mean, if you really think Mr. Scarnetti would be okay with it, maybe wait outside, and he's looking pretty much like in over your shoulder in Trakar's direction, but like not in Trakar's eyes.
Certainly. If it ever comes up that, and it ends up being a problem, just remind him that he owes us a favor. Scarnetti, that is.
I could never presume to. He
Deep breath, young lad. Deep breath.
seems to be really worried about Mr. Scarnetti.
out of character, like, am I to understand that they do not possess any wood that isn't already spoken for?
What they're currently sawing through is spoken for.
Well, I don't, like, I tried to sort of get it across to the kid, but I don't need the wood that they've got set aside for somebody. Like, if they have other wood that isn't part of the work order for this, I will take any wood. I don't need the shipyard's wood.
Yeah, but it's just like it's gonna take a couple of days to satisfy the shipyard's work order.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to take a couple of seconds to satisfy mine.
Is anybody going to say that's what she said? Anybody at all?
I was waiting for the appropriate moment to say, boom.
You missed several of them.
I was waiting.
All right. Well, you did manage to successfully bluff the lad into taking 2 boards out of the middle of the work order he was working on
Yikes.
to satisfy you and not put your order at the end of the 2 days of the order he's working on.
Okay, well, as long as he's not taking boards off the top of the ones that they're sawing for the shipyard, give to me.
Well, I mean, that's what he's doing, right? He's working on the shipyard's order
Mm-hmm.
to get you boards any sooner than when they're entirely done with the shipyard's order, is sawing logs that belong to the shipyard into boards for you, or handing boards that they've just sawn to you that are supposed to go to the shipyard.
Well, okay. I don't know if you're not understanding me or if I'm not understanding you. But, like,
Oh.
they've got a pile of wood that is for the shipyard.
Yeah,
It hasn't been
no,
sawn
no.
up yet.
No, they have that's a pile of logs that they have. And then they have a pile of wood that it has been sawn
Right.
because they are halfway through the shipyard's order.
Do they have any
Every-
logs that are not part of the shipyard's order?
Well, yes, but
It's-
they need to fill the shipyard's order first. They take priority.
And also, like, there is a limit to the amount of logs they can store in the facility at any given time. And this is a large order. So there probably aren't a lot of spare logs or other things until
Gotcha.
they get some logs in after they clear room.
Okay. Well, anyway. I will wait outside.
All right. Shortly, the lad comes out with a couple of planks.
Thank you so much, kind young man. What do I owe you for these lovely boards?
Yes, it should be, well, for 2 boards. Let's see if I... this is such a small quantity. Blast. I'm not the best with math. That's usually Bill's job.
Bill.
Yeah, but Bill, the new office manager.
Oh. Well, would it be easy for you if I were to go and take this up with Bill?
Well,
No.
probably not.
Takara interjects. Takara interjects, steps forward, pulls out 2 gold pieces, puts it in the kid's hands, and says, "Thank you," just like that, and does his best to show his teeth in a human-like smile, which comes across super creepy.
Wow, that is almost entirely unlike a human smile. He's, this is a lot more. I know that much. This is a lot more than what it would cost.
Well, just, in case anybody at the shipyards, well, not the shipyard, in case Mr. Scarnetti or Bill gets upset, just, mark down the profit margin and have a nice day. And I take the boards and leave him with his 2 gold, and I leave.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye, have a nice day, and I wave over my shoulder at him.
I run up
And then I
to him
zip my top
and
up again.
I run up to him and hug him.
Oh, I just heard the voice.
I don't know what's going on right now, and I'm not entirely comfortable with it.
I just shh, and then I let him go and walk away.
All right, I guess this is happening. And then he just runs into the sawmill.
I look at Raina and I just start hysterically laughing.
And I'm laughing right along with it. Always an adventure. Mundane tasks with you are always an adventure.
Well, you got to do something. I mean, these humans, they're funny.
Are kind of weird. Scarnetti guy
That they are.
seems like
They're
a
no.
bully.
Ah, well. I'm surprised he doesn't own slaves, too. He seems like the type. And I get a real sneer look in my eye.
He probably does. He just doesn't let anybody know about it. But yeah, if he gets uppity about the whole thing, he's one of those type of people who, money trumps literally everything else. Except maybe power. But he's got power, and now he's got more money than he ever would have gotten for those 2 logs in the first place. And since Galadriel said he was paying for it, I presume that he's going to reimburse you for this. And there we go.
No, but
Oh, yeah, no, he'll...
problem of reputation.
It's gossip. It's
He's people poking.
Oh no, this is too much money. I give you a refund.
Oh, Adeline Niska. Yep. Okay, so you, board in hand.
Boards. Plural.
Boards, yes, boards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little rough. I mean, they're fresh from the sawmill boards, but you assume that's what carpenters are probably for.
Yep.
So, where you're headed back to the dragon with him?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Do I have any idea where Scarnetti might be at this particular time?
He is often to be found at the town hall because he's a member of the council. He's usually hanging out there demanding things.
All right.
That's where you found him before, anyway. But there's a number of places he could be.
Okay.
He's
Well,
one of them, they're lobbyists.
yeah. If I'm assuming him to be at or around City Hall, I am going to take a route that will take me nowhere near City Hall.
All right. This should be fairly easy. I think City Hall is sort of on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Where are you going? More closer to the jail, I think. Okay. If I remember correctly. But anyway, we will say that you did that without me necessarily looking up where that is.
Yeah, well, I don't have to go terribly far to get back to the dragon either.
You know where it is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, when we get done with this, you should probably go talk to the guy again, the leader of the Carpentry Guild, and ask him about rebuilding Turkarland. Right now. Yes?
Can you hear me?
Can now.
Trakarland.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I'll ask him, but you're gonna have to, tell him what you want done with it.
Well, all I need is a small building and a nest, but I mean, I'm pretty good with making nest, so.
Yeah. So you
leave it to the barbarian to really lay out the plans for your
Yeah.
all of that very detailed architecture. Leave it to the bird guy.
And then the fire pit goes over here.
Yeah.
And then
There's like, and a couple of sticks over here that I can like
and
pick up.
I'm gonna need an industrial outhouse.
So yeah, basically you want like you're gonna build your own fancy nest, and then you basically want like a shed and an outhouse.
Yeah. Yes, and an easy way to get to the beach. So I might need some like stairs for you other people who don't have wings.
Or a slip and slide.
Well, all you have to get is the shit shoveler, and he can make your slip and slide, except it'll be a shit and slide.
Yikes.
Gorby!
He's my pal.
Poop.
Shame about his money, though. You know.
Yes, it's a shame we'll never find out who took it. Ever.
All right.
It was those darn goblins during the raid.
Yup.
They snuck in a few nights before and took his money.
Ever.
And did nothing else.
Who are you trying to intimidate, Caladrell?
Everyone.
'Cause I'm pretty sure that the small fluffy kitten is hissing at you.
Ever.
Adorable.
Yeah, Caladrell, you managed to scare yourself.
Ah!
That's literally it. Also, a small child walking by kicks you in the shin.
You little shit. I kick sand on him.
He calls you pointy ear and then runs off.
Oi, mister, can I have your coat?
No.
No.
Fuck off then.
Why not? Because I like. No. Can't see why. Fuck off.
What? Fuck you, kid.
The children today, I'm telling you.
Jesus, these kids.
Youths.
And the Dirkley, the Dirkley.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was smooth.
Simon Dirkley.
Slide Chaley?
All right, so you're at the dragon then. Caladrell, you want to talk to Father Xantus.
Father Santa.
Father Xantus.
Old Saint Nick.
You are met at the church door by a sort of pleasant-looking acolyte, not someone who you've met before. One of the sort of many workers in the temple doing various things. Yes, how may I help you?
I need to speak with Father Santa.
I'm afraid there's no one here by the name of Santa.
Yes, there is.
Is there something wrong with you? Do you need healing? Is your throat injured?
No, my throat is fine. My ails are my own. But Father Santa is expecting me. We need to deal with a phylactery. He should have been preparing for it.
Boy, you couldn't possibly mean Father Xantus.
Yeah, like I said, Father Santa.
I don't think you quite have it. You see,
No, it's. Are we really playing this game in the face of a lich? You want to play this game? You're not going to make it very far in this church, are you?
It does sound pretty serious, but I just want to make sure I direct you to the right person. You see, that's sort of my job.
Yes, well, find Father Santa, bring him here, and we can get started on this. You will not win semantics with me.
I am going to bring you Father Xantis, perhaps he can
Yes.
assist you further.
Better. He's supposed to be preparing.
She disappears inside the church.
Calijo does that long-suffering, exasperated sigh and pinches the bridge of his nose. Ah.
It's really a tragedy that Jerome is the one that's out cold right now.
Isn't it?
I don't see how that's a bad thing.
So after a little while, not too long, Father Xantis comes out. And says, "Yes, Caligel, what can I help you with?"
The phylactery, you were supposed to be preparing for it, correct?
Right. Yes. I'm afraid I won't be fully prepared to tackle that.
Son of a bitch!
Till tomorrow. Well, you see, it's a
Son of a bitch!
very delicate thing. Also, she said you were looking for Father Santa.
Yes, I was asking for you the entire time.
Well, you see, my name is Father Xantis. It's
That's
with
what
a
I said.
Z. With a
That is
Z.
exactly what I said.
Are you saying Xantis or are you saying Santa?
I am saying your name. Calico grabs him by the collars and shakes them vigorously. Look,
This is the part in the
lich.
story that Father Xantis reveals his past life before he reverted or repented and became a priest.
Yeah, he remembers the inflict wound side of his cleric.
Shit. There is a lich. You are fucking around.
It's a very delicate process. I need to prepare the spells. It takes time, and also your friend was nearly dead, so we kind of have to balance the schedule.
All right, well, go prepare. I'll see to Jerome.
Right, we're
You need to
nearly
see and
ready.
heal yourself as well.
We're nearly ready for an attempt. I can't guarantee you that this will work.
Well, as long as you actually prepare this time.
As I told you before, it would be a couple of days.
God damn it!
I'm pretty sure Calijo is trying to undo all of the rapport we built up over this time.
Please keep the blasphemy to a minimum. This is a church.
Not much of one if you're letting a lich run around while you scream about semantics.
I have no intention of allowing a lich to run around, but you see, it clearly has been sitting for a while, so hopefully we have the time to actually prepare to deal with it.
Well, we kind of buggered around in there for a bit, so it might be pissed off now. So you should hurry up.
Very well. And remember, it's Father Xantis.
Yes, I will see you tomorrow, Santa.
He leaves.
Calijo kicks a rock at the kid that yelled at him before and then goes to hang out with the room for a bit. Oi, frick!
Bet your mum's an orc.
What is that even mean? At least I know who my mom is.
Yikes.
Oh.
You have out-talked a 8-year-old street urchin.
Good. Little shit.
Congratulations.
The little shit, that'll teach him.
He's crying.
I hope so.
Turns out his parents were both killed. So you come down to the healers. Hannah meets you at the door. Very pleasant, very perky as usual.
Perky, you say?
She's often perky.
God damn it, Jerome. You're supposed to be healing, not screwing around.
I can multitask.
No.
Can you?
I can try.
Can you?
I think we've shown empirically that you can't.
Mr.
That's
Mr.
comes-
Caldwell, I assume you're here to to converse with your friend. He is awake and doing quite well in the face of his injuries. We were worried for a little while, but I think that'll grow back.
Well, Jerome does need to be checked. I've also got a thing of my own, though, developed, I guess, overnight. I see Kelly starts pulling open his robes to show her his. Show her
Inside. No, it's
not
on the street. Yes, come on.
Right. Yes. Okay.
All right. What is the difficulty?
And he starts pulling open his robes again. Lifts up his arm, shows her his right side. I've got this rash here. It's really itchy.
Jeez.
I've never noticed this skin tag here before.
Well, that's odd. She pokes it a little.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what you might have gotten into? That seems a little bit like some sort of reaction.
Well, they told me I licked a moldy wall. I have no recollection of this, but look what happened to Jerome in some mold down there.
Mine was a different kind of mold, though.
What? You be quiet and rest in there.
I'll talk all I want.
There is a disturbingly disrobed elf there.
I mean, I'm disturbed when he's robed. I'm disturbed when he's unrobed. It really doesn't matter.
So
it's true what they say about elves.
It's possible
What?
it's some sort of allergic reaction.
Hold on. What do they say about elves?
Pale-skinned?
Mm-hmm. Is that what they say?
Small hands smell of cabbage?
Galjo sniffs his hands.
Never heard anything related to cabbage. That's sort of interesting.
Wait a minute. What have you heard?
Oh, nothing. So yes, I think an ointment might help you with the symptoms. It doesn't appear to be serious, and I think probably its major issue might be simply the itching, which I can imagine would be fairly distracting.
Which Calidar has been doing the entire time.
Also, you're going to want to stop digging at it like that, or it'll never get better.
Well, it's itchy.
Well, I'm sure I can help you.
Yeah, we can just tie it down or something like that.
Wait a minute. You're not doing that.
So she disappears into the back corner, and you hear various pestling and a little bit of mortaring.
Jakar goes over what's happened so far with Jerome, or what he knows has gone down.
All right.
Bless you.
And Father Santa wasn't even ready for the thing.
Who?
Father Santa.
Wait, what happened to Father Xantus?
That's what I said.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Father Santa apparently wasn't ready. We still need another day for him to get ready for his preparations, whatever those are.
But wait, what happened? What happened to Father Xantus?
He's still at the church. I would.
He was not working on this. Why?
Are you listening to me?
I am, but apparently you don't speak words.
I use perfectly fine words, sir. Father Santa, at the church, getting ready, kill the lich. Or deal with a phylactery.
I have known you far too long.
Do you not like my mouthwords?
The longer I know you, the less I care to.
What does that mean?
The longer I know you, the longer it feels.
I don't. You must still be tired.
Just thinking.
Do what?
For you, I'd be in Magnamar right now, selling my wares.
For me? I didn't invite a bunch of goblins to attack us.
But your shop certainly invited trouble once they did.
I had no control over them blowing that up.
See, I feel like you would have had something to do with it.
What?
You're not there. Hannah comes back with an ointment, which is actually sort of a odd green color,
Ooh.
but it is creamy.
Interesting.
So there's that. Smells vaguely of licorice. Sort of curious.
The black licorice or the cherry licorice?
The black licorice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like the black stuff.
that's racist.
Turkar.
If I was there, I'd slap you.
Just hold still a second. This
At least I don't need to eat it.
this will only sting for a bit.
Wait, sting?
She slaps a pad of it on your side. It feels like fire for about half a second, and then it doesn't, and then it feels like sort of cool and refreshing, and the itchiness is gone.
Huh. Well, isn't that nice?
You feel relieved.
I don't know about the initial application. Keller eyeballs her. But I think that's worked.
Yeah, it should be fine. That should clear that right up.
Neat. Thank you much.
Just trying to be of service. Your friend here has been itching to get out of.
Itching.
Yes, you see what I did there.
Yeah.
He's been itching to get out of here for a little while, and I think a short walk would do him good at this point. Though don't overstress him. It's important that he come back for rest until tomorrow.
I don't need stress. Yeah, you're saying I can go out and walk with this guy?
Wait, what does that mean? You
Very well.
can make it to the Rusty Dragon and back, right?
Well, it shouldn't be a problem. No, I just it's best if you walk with someone, Jerome, so that they keep an eye on you in case you faint.
Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you.
And I have this boy in the back who has been hit by a stone, and I have to stay here and look after him for a little while. So poor lad.
I'll be fine. I'm sure I can trust Calgary as far as I can throw him.
His parents were unfortunately both killed
Ah,
in the late unpleasantness.
sounds fitting. Drew, let's go.
What?
Had to go.
I apologize for,
Every...
I would say friend, but I'm not sure anymore. I'll take my leave.
All right. So the two of you leave the healers.
I'd say friend, but that's more like a mismatch of words.
What does that mean? We've traveled, done business next to each other for years. I think I'm the closest thing to a friend you've got at this point.
Dear Lord, I have died. I did not actually get saved. I am now dead, and this is hell.
I mean, you can't really count the women beneath you as friends. No more of a temporary situation.
I sleep with all my friends. No,
We're gonna have to talk about that later.
well, that's why I haven't slept with you.
Oh.
I'm conflicted. I'm both hurt and relieved.
You might find me in your bed one of these nights.
And that bed will be on fire.
All right, Sylvia Plath. Jesus.
This took a weird turn.
It usually does.
Yup.
Oh, come let us see the sun and the town and the busyness of the streets. Need to see some liveliness and after all that gloomy, deathly dungeons.
Gloomy, deathly dungeons.
Yep, I'm good with words.
Well, they were more deathly to some.
There's a lot of dead things down there. The
There
place,
were.
the place was kind of like
It was
a dungeon of death.
Yeah, it was hollow and deathly. Yep. So probably the best suggestion for getting a lively atmosphere would be the market area and the street of
Right.
shops and such.
The market area is 35,
That is correct.
and then
Yes.
where's the Rusty Dragon?
Rusty Dragon is
On the way.
now the Rusty Dragon's basically under Caladriel. I think it's 37. Pretty sure.
All right.
Dragon-
I'm gonna swing by because I don't know if I ever was able to drop off my stuff and like get clothes.
No, yeah, they just sort of took you right to the healers because you
I'm gonna
look.
hand a sack over to Caladriel and be like, "Here, carry this." I would carry it myself, but you know, my condition. This would be the sack of like silverware. There's all the silverware.
Yes. The like couple of platters and silverware that you managed to get. Yeah.
Yes. In fact, I just say, hey, you know, this should probably go to Miko. I'm sure that she wouldn't mind an extra set or two.
You tried to butter up Amiko.
I handed you the stack. You have every opportunity to butter up yourself.
Well, I've
Sack-
got butter.
After,
Sack's in your hand, Caladriel.
Well, no, it wasn't because I had roommates last night.
I handed. Did you miss the part where I handed you the sack and said, "Here, you carry this"?
Okay. I don't know why you held on to this all night. That's kind of weird.
Like, cause I came straight here. I don't even have a change of clothes. I'm still wearing like the burlap sack that she gave me in there.
Well, it fits you.
I loathe you.
There
Words cannot describe the contempt I carry for all of your being.
You might finally set some fashion trends in that.
I would sooner walk naked, but it's against doctor's orders.
Well, you've done that already, haven't you?
Let's go.
Yes, let's.
So you are both headed towards the dragon first off.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
I would like a change of clothes. I'd also like to. I still have that vest from, or not the vest, but the waistcoat from that closet.
Yes. Yes. The waistcoat.
What would I have to do to get that identified, or like to figure out if I was worried if the thing is cursed. I don't want to walk all the way up to the church. I'll just drop it off my room for now.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I can identify it.
I just want to see if it's cursed, because I don't want to put it on if the thing will kill me.
Well, that would be basically a knowledge arcana check to, sort of think of it possibly being bad. You do a spellcraft check on it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that would be spellcraft. Which would be that.
you look it up. You actually, you look at it now, fresh and anew, without, basically scenes of your life flashing in front of you, constantly interrupting your ability to look at things. With a little bit more healthy eyes on it, and not the distraction of a haunted mansion around you, you actually notice that it seems to be some sort of very finely made, really like armor. It's like it has an enchantment on it that provides an armor bonus, but it's by all appearances fabric.
What color is it?
I forgot what color it was.
I think it was a greenish color.
It might have been. I think it might have been.
Green is not usually in my taste, but I can
Jesus.
adopt a new style.
Calidor, you're not entirely sure what colors are. I don't know. Like, really? What? How do magnets work?
I mean, fucking magnets. I've got an actual identify infusion that I can use for this. Instead of just...
You would have to spend some time studying it to get the exact nature of the enchantment, i.e., the strength of the enchantment.
Yeah.
But
I will do that at some later point. Procedural question. Can you, if you have an enchanted item, can you enchant it more?
it, yes. However, it is markedly more difficult than simply creating the item of the target enchantment, because you have to maintain the current enchantments while adding to them, and magic is inherently unstable. So to create a new item that's like +2 something is a lot easier than taking a +1 and pushing it to +2. So
I
it's
just
a
want to.
higher level of skill.
I'm just trying to figure out if there's a way I could like enchant this thing to like never get dirty.
Well, I mean, it was in a wardrobe full of moldy, moth-eaten clothes, and was neither moldy nor moth-eaten. You feel like the appearance of the item isn't actually it when you study it. Part of the enchantment is not only providing an armor bonus, but it seems to have a glamour on it that makes it appear as this waistcoat when it really isn't. But it also doesn't seem to be heavy or hinder you in any way,
Yay!
armor-wise. The mechanics of which is no spell failure.
Yay!
So it's a nifty thing, and it is quite dashing. You feel like, while waistcoats aren't really your thing, you could probably work this into some outfits.
I could try a new style. It's been a while since I've worn pants.
Yeah, I mean, right now you're wearing a sack, so that's helping you to reevaluate, where you might go with things. All right, so you arrive at the dragon, and I just need to. You're all basically downstairs, showing up there at the same time. Wow, I need the same layer. Let's get on that layer. Get on it. Jump on it, so to speak.
Jump on it. Jump on it.
Hey, Tonto. Reyna.
Mm-hmm.
Car.
No.
No. In through the door comes a bedraggled burlap sack wearing Jerome being sort of led in by a sack carrying and slightly irritated Caladriel.
Needs
uh,
some licorice.
Jerome is holding a fancy waistcoat and staring at it.
what? What? Just what? I'm so confused right now.
But
Like,
he,
what are you wearing, first of all? Why do you reek of licorice, second of all, and just what's in the bag?
this is some of the loot he got from the house. So
Loot!
I was gonna give it to Amico.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
it's
you
like
gotta pay
platters.
her for the door, so
It's like platters and shit.
that's cool.
Amico is. Oh, hi, Jerome. Oh, what are you wearing?
Let's not talk about it. Let's just pretend that this was never seen.
Let us commission an artist. Where is Carl? I'm sure he isn't able to paint as well.
He's every bit the painter as he is the musician.
I'm sure it would improve this look.
I use this opportunity to let Cal know that he owes me 2 gold pieces.
What?
I know you owe me 2 gold pieces.
What?
That was the cost of the wood for your door that you broke.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
Perhaps,
Yeah.
perhaps this isn't a good time. I'll come back later.
No, it's always a good time with you here.
Perception check. Jerome, Caladriel,
Who's talking, by the way?
Shayless.
Oh, shit. I thought that it was somebody else. All right.
Should we be
Woo!
on this map?
Finally, a not super shitty roll.
Am I? Did I not? Oh, I'm.
We're still in the
I'm
city.
guy. Yeah, that was. I popped that token.
Oh.
In, I was like real smug about the surprise, and none of you knew it. Sorry.
No, Shayla's can go to hell.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
won.
I thought that was Amiku talking just now.
Yeah.
No, definitely Shayless. Jerome, Reyna, and Caladriel, you will notice that Shayless winks in a way that she feels is subtle to Jerome.
Turkar probably also feels that it was subtle.
Trakar did not notice that thing, is too busy probably focusing on Carl's masterpiece.
Caterwauling.
Okay. She leaves. I say, well, Jerome, once you're, not death warmed over, you're probably going to have yourself a good time. Just make sure that your doctor clears you for sexual activity.
When they write the stories of our adventures, this is the part that we could just leave out, right?
Nope.
No, this is like vitally important.
Carl suddenly starts sweating.
There was a wizard
I'm not a wizard, Carl.
dressed in what?
I'm not a wizard.
Uh,
I'm not one of those book learners.
I thought you swing with spells. I thought thing. What should I change it to?
What are you?
Mhm.
Well, the rhyme doesn't work if I don't use wizard.
Because in the next verse, he was going to be attacked by a lizard.
How'd you guess? Are you a songwriter too?
Yeah.
Carl
Quite
is.
an accomplished one. You should talk to her at length about it so you can get glean some ideas from her.
It'll have to be sometime later, Carl. I'm carrying wood, and I get ready to head upstairs and spin around in such a way that I might accidentally smack him upside the head with the board. Hi, Coco.
All right, you pull your Three Stooges routine.
It's rubbing off on Reyna, is it?
Coco's rubbing up on me. What do you want, dog?
The insanity is rubbing off on Reyna.
Yep,
Uh,
that's a thing. Hello,
Drew
puppy.
goes up to his room and tries on outfits.
You stink.
God.
You're snorting at me. That's weird.
Carl gets a minor case of board poisoning. He did not reflex appropriately.
I will immediately, upon hearing the thunk, I'm gonna smirk a tiny little bit, and then I'm going to turn around and say, "Oh, Carl, I'm so sorry. Are you all right? Like any amnesia taking place here?"
Any permanent damage?
Yeah. It should be fine. I don't think it affected anything.
What is this accent that you're
Oh,
adopting here?
my tooth! Son of a bitch!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Carl.
How can I sing like this? This is a pile of shit.
I feel like this is a vast improvement.
This is something that needed to have happened a
This
long
is
time.
this is just super. I'm gonna have to cancel my appearances.
And we are tore up about that.
I have to go see Hannah.
Right.
Carl leaves.
All right. I look at your car. You're welcome.
Congratulations, Raina. You stripped a man of his livelihood.
I don't think that he was terribly lively, if you get meaning.
Thanks.
His hood. Anyways, why are you moving me? Damn it!
Make me a reflex save. No.
What?
The floor was trapped. You didn't know it. You're dead.
Oh, bullshit.
We're all gonna
Um,
die!
Seriously, like Amiko hates us, apparently. Or no,
Asshole
it's
DM,
Defenda.
asshole DM move of the week. Trap a place that they've been in 7,000 times
Right?
on the 7,001st time.
What a
Bethesda
jerk.
did it. She hates us.
Yeah. Don't believe that's not going to happen at some point for real.
God damn
You're
it.
an a-hole, DM. Alright, I'm gonna take the boards upstairs and look for Milton. What was his
Alright.
name, right? Milton? Milton Burrell?
Milton Bradley.
It was the name was Milton was given to you. You are
Yes, I was
unaware of his family name.
That's fine. As long as I remember that it's Milton. Alright, so I'm gonna go upstairs.
You're going to go upstairs. Milton is not present, but you will remember that the guildmaster said he would be around probably sometime around noon
What
at
time
the
is it
guild
now?
hall, in which then he would probably be informed. It's getting on towards maybe 11:30.
Alright.
What?
Well, I'm gonna drop off the lumber up here by.
You were
The-
a fair to midland badass. You're like kind of an uncomfortable ass.
Alright, well, I'm gonna drop off the lumber up here by the thing, and then I'm gonna go
While
back
she's there,
downstairs.
I come out of my room looking fabulous in my new waistcoat, trying this new idea of wearing pants. I have a nice little sash ribbon kind of done up as a belt and like a scarf just kind of thrown over.
Was I still up there when he came out?
Yes.
Awesome.
Of the closet?
Too much? Not enough?
Alright, let me get back up here. Jerome, you're looking dapper. I guess.
This will be all the rage in a little bit. Just see.
Oh, trend setting, are we?
Oh wait. Do. I stroll on by.
The waistcoat, like, it seemed like it might be a little big, and you might have to take it in. But as soon as you put it on, it seems to fit. It's nice. You thought you were going to have to alter it, and you were a little worried about what making alterations on an enchanted item was going to entail, but it seems to fit now in a way that doesn't really make sense to you.
I don't trust it. Burn it.
Oh, come on, guys. This isn't Doom 3, you know.
But it could be.
Everything good is a lie.
It's not a lie. It's just booby trapped. You have to decide if you want it badly enough.
Yes.
Daroom comes sauntering down the stairs, Caladrel. And I think I do mean sauntering.
I didn't beat him down the stairs, but I'm coming down behind him.
Drakkar, somebody that you have never seen in anything other than flowing robes, is now dressed a little bit like a little half noble, half confirmed bachelor, half organ grinder.
Oh come on! I would do a little bit better job than that.
Galadriel was not paying attention to that at all.
Amico,
You seemed to be wearing pants there. You.
I thought I'd give it a try. What do you think?
Seems very restrictive.
Oh, I went for a little bit baggier, if you know what I mean.
they're like Zouave trousers. they're they're billowy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I am not a fan.
Good. It means I did well.
Nailed it. The barbarian doesn't trust it. It must be sophisticated. Caladrel, Amico is very friendly. It seems that Reyna actually meant what she said about fixing the situation and talking to her. She doesn't seem to be, like irritated, mad, upset with you in any way.
Also, you bribed her with silver platters.
Well, that's good, because I'm still flirting shamelessly.
She says, tonight, if you need anything in your room or anything, just let me know. I'll run it by.
Do you count?
Well, I mean that's a little forward. You scamp you. Yes.
Oh. Well.
His delivery was a little lacking, but he stuck the landing. Good job.
What?
You heard us.
I've come to think rather fondly of you, Caladrel, and I would like to see
Your insides.
where. Yeah.
Wait.
From the
What?
inside.
Wait a
Happy
minute.
National Women's Day.
I would like to see where this goes. I would like to take
Would like to see this particular. Where does it go?
where this thing goes. I would like to take our relationship to the next level, if you're ready.
You'll need an amulet of Mara.
Wait, what?
No? No one? Alright.
What?
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 Cut!
Save from charms.
Sour apple.
What?
Okay, we cannot. And she gives you a kiss over the bar,
Oh.
spontaneously, just sort of half leaps across the bar, kisses you right in front of everybody.
Aww. I try not to actually say aww.
Make a
And-
will save.
Oh shit. Sorry,
Chakara, roll the
Cal.
save.
I'm probably gonna fuck this up because you know how I do. Scrolling this one.
There is a point where my players will stop using the word try. Reyna, you successfully stifle your awe, but you don't manage to hide the awe expression on your face.
Or the
So
little
just-
squeak that escapes.
Yeah, your head's a little aside.
Just sort of sunk into myself. Aw.
Jakar, I don't know how susceptible to awe your character is.
Disgust with certainly.
Well, I'm a taken back, and I'm got my head tilted at about a 45-degree angle, and I'm very concernicus as to what I've just witnessed.
It was cute.
I know, but it was with you, Caladrel, so that's off-putting to me.
Makes it cuter.
Confused.
It's like watching Carl get kissed. It's just weird.
It is nothing like that. Okay, you fucking take that back. You shit.
Actually, no, I think I'd rather watch Carl get kissed.
I snort, ruffle my feathers, and then walk to the bathroom.
Fucking rude.
Watching young love always makes him have to take a dump.
I just go in there to cry.
He's just weeping. He's like a different version of the Hulk. The secret is not that he's always angry; it's that he's deeply depressed.
Oh.
All right, so that's going well. Reyna, you have half melted. You have a head tilt and everything but the audible awe.
Well, after that is done and things are getting back to somewhat normal, can I have a sandwich?
Caladrel,
Please?
Yeah,
I
make
need
me
it.
a swoon check.
I need a sandwich.
it is a swoon check.
Fortitude, I would guess.
It's lunchtime and I hasn't had breakfast
Will,
yet.
depending on your choice.
Do what?
So fortitude or will, whichever you feel would be more appropriate.
Fortitude's better.
Yeah. You're taken aback. She
Well,
kissed you, but good.
well, not my butt. But
Yeah. She stumbled, but you stumbling back into the bench behind you. Reyna, make me a reflex save.
Damn it! Boom.
oh, I need to fan myself.
You get knocked off balance slightly and stumble sideways as an elf collides with you. Who does declare? He does.
My stars and vapors.
You declare, Mr. Beauregard.
I giggle slightly, unless I'm injured, in which case I put him.
Amico grins a little roguishly and then says, "Now, lunch."
Yes, please. I need a sandwich.
Bethana, if you would. I believe the special platters are in the back.
I am
I-
literally praying for a hot roast beef sandwich this, because that just sounds really good, actually.
I will just take a heap of grapes myself and continue on to the market to go, or take some grapes to go and go to the market.
You hear in the back as Bethana goes back there to get the food. Can I do that?
What?
She seems to have popped the cork on something, and comes out with a platter of what is colloquially known as the Sandpoint Dip sandwich. It is basically a prime rib sandwich with au jus. Very delicious.
Close
Uh,
enough. Close enough.
a little high end, and also with a sort of large bottle of gently fizzing, with a little bit of chili vapor kind of thing going on, of what appears to be some sort of celebratory beverage. And some grapes.
Have to open up the finer stuff right when I am trying to recover.
and Miko looks at you, Jerome, and says, "I like it."
Thank you. Somebody around here has taste, it seems. I assume that she's talking about the outfit.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Or at least, even if she wasn't talking about it, I will assume that that's what she was talking about.
Fair assumption and a correct one, it turns out. So you get a delicious sandwich.
Yay!
It's delicious and sandwichy. Beverage is a little heady. It is reminiscent of a thing.
Oh! I look at
My
Beth-
comment. Sorry.
look at Bethinda and Amiko and say, "You've been having fun with them Wonder Blooms?
They are both smiling at you like
Been
giddy school children.
Wonder Blooming?"
Yes, we brewed a couple of batches. We took your recipe, and we brewed those, and that was
We
fantastic.
threw it out and made it better.
And then Bethinda remembered a treatment for a beverage to her native halfling community, and we applied it, and this is the result. What do you think?
I don't know. What do I think? Did it turn out well?
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's basically the ogre grog you had, except sparkly.
Woo!
So it feels like you're drinking the stars.
Woo! I literally say, "Don't worry, I'll drink yours for you." Although, Wonder Bloom might help the problem. Probably not, but
It didn't help. It made a problem last time. Let's just save me some of the batch for when I'm all well.
Well, I think we're going to do a little bit more of this for initial market testing, but I think it could be quite the hit. She seems very businessy excited.
We're job creators. All right, I leave to go to the market.
Save or create. All right. Is anyone going with Jerome to the market?
Yes.
Sure, I'll go. I got nothing else to do.
All right. Hannah did specifically say that somebody should be with him, but she only said that to Caladril. So
Caladril's all cow-eyed at Amiko and probably didn't mention that, and it's just
Nope.
getting a little bit awkward. So yeah, I will go with Drew.
All right. So Jerome and Reyna heading to the marketplace. It is a bustling, excited atmosphere. It is, sort of middle of the week. Things have really gotten into swing in the marketplace. You notice there is a couple of people arguing over a fish, which seems an odd thing to do, but they're definitely doing it.
He doesn't want to haggle.
There is,
I will assume that there is somebody in this market who has a few canes that they're selling at their stall.
yes, there is a vendor of sort of hand-carved items. A couple of canes, some like towel racks,
I will wander over and peruse
novelty silhouette cutouts of old ladies,
Cowboys,
cowboys.
old ladies bending over with their bloomers exposed.
I will peruse through and pick out one of the more tasteful looking canes. Nothing too gaudy. And ask how much.
There is a selection of canes. There is sort of a wildwood cane that has sort of a gnarled, twisted, sort of fruit tree kind of appearance to the wood, and is mostly shaped simply out of the formation of the wood from which it was selected.
No, please, I'm not a druid.
Yeah, there is a fine, highly polished ebony cane with sort of a brass handle on the top of it. That is a very smooth, very straight cane of beautifully finished wood. There is a cane of what appears to be a sort of I don't know, maybe an oak or a cherry that has been stained in sort of a reddish hue that has basically what appear to be runes sort of carved down the length of it. Possibly dwarven in nature. And there is another cane, which is simply a bent wooden stick that is leaning against the side table that you aren't entirely sure is part of the shop's belongings, or it was perhaps left by a beggar.
How much for the ebony one?
Oh yes, a fine choice, sir. The ebony cane, highly finished by local artisans, is a mere 5 silver.
5 silvers, or it's 10 silver to a gold.
That is correct. Yes.
All
Have
right.
a gold piece.
I will part with that.
An excellent choice, sir. I'm sure that it will set off any attire, and he looks at you a little quizzically. As he is unfamiliar with your manner of dress.
Winning them over already.
An excellent day to you, and good health, sir.
And to you as well. I figured I kind of needed a cane.
Add a +2 to all jauntiness checks.
Okay. Now, I'm already like way off the charts on that.
Oh yeah, you specialization jauntiness. It is easier for you to get around with the cane. It is it's definitely aiding you. You feel like you have a little bit more energy than you would otherwise to get out and about.
Raina, is there any market stalls that you would care to peruse?
No, I don't have anything in particular that I need. Just, I like window shopping because it doesn't actually require me to spend any money.
Find a place with some coffee and just people watch.
Sounds like a plan. Drakar, what about you? You came with us, didn't you? Or are you apparently
I am there, and I am interested not in the wares that are available.
interested not, you say?
See,
Jesus. Be more circumspect. Christ. So,
da.
I mostly came to the market just to get some fresh air and doctor's orders, whatnot.
But he's not Jewish.
Anyways,
Feels like I missed
possibly
something
racist.
just now.
So, yeah, you find a Varisian food cart that sells the kind of coffee that you grew up with on the road with your Varisian caravans. A very thick,
Disgusting.
frothy,
mm,
hand brewed, hand ground coffee.
the secret is keeping the heat at just the right temperature and getting the foam on top, and the foam goes in the first cup. That's always the secret. That it's the foam that you're really going for.
So you want foam because it's mostly air, and then you're paying for
No,
liquid, and you're getting
No, the foam
air.
goes down, but the flavor it was cooked into the foam. The foam dissipates.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'll make it for you.
Am I slightly inebriated from the ale that I drank?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, I could tell.
Like, you didn't slam it or anything, but like a little bit.
But still, that stuff is kind of serious.
It sneaks up on you. We'll say you're buzzed, and buzz driving is drunk driving, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the coffee. I mean, you grasp a limited range of beverages, some of which are acceptable in pleasant society, some of which aren't.
Yes, I am thinking to myself, like, man, if you're gonna drink a hot beverage, why not, do it right? But I don't say that out loud.
As Jerome orders his cup, there is of course a production to the making and pouring of this. It is.
Is it entertaining?
It's fairly entertaining. There seems to be a bit of ceremony to it. You don't quite understand it, Jerome.
I clap when they're done.
Jerome,
Good job.
it's almost authentic, Jerome.
It's almost authentic.
The ceremony is almost authentic.
I will hold my tongue because my other interest too is also to chat. Is this market just like pop up in the town, or are these guys like local, or are they kind of like come and go?
There is a mix. There are established stalls. There are also established like full shops in Sandpoint that actually have their own buildings and stuff, which are further down Market Street. But there are also established merchants that just run constant stalls. But then there are also people like the two of you who rotate through with various stalls with varying wares. For instance, the cane salesman, you haven't seen him here before.
Hmm. Oh, I should have asked him then. I was just gonna to strike up a chat with a merchant, see if there's anything interesting that's been any interesting news or talk about the town or abroad.
All right. Who do you ask?
I asked the guy making my coffee.
Oh, the guy making your coffee?
The fellow Varisian.
Yes. He says, well, there's nothing much happening after that last bit of unfortunateness over at the mill. Things have calmed down a little bit. I'm glad that was isolated. Don't know what quite happened over there. Some sort of accident or something. Very, very terrible, of course.
Mills are very dangerous places to work. from my understanding.
Getting a little bit less in on some of the produce stands. Something I noticed. I don't know what that signifies, but haven't seen Farmer Grump in here recently.
Hmm. Wait, is Farmer Grump one of the ones that was one of the murders?
He wasn't murdered, but he did come into the town screaming about his farm being overrun by horrible monstrosities.
Yup.
That was the farm where a
Hmm.
lot of biting happened.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It'll put your panfish down for a while.
Yep.
He says they're building a new ship over at the shipyard.
That's fantastic.
Some captain or another came into some money recently.
Is that the one that we paid off?
I mean, he doesn't know his name.
All right. Well, thank you, my good sir. And I take a sip. How does it taste to me?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good. He seems to have gotten the technical production levels down. There's just that little bit of a flaw in the ceremonial aspect of it that you noticed. But it is tasty. It satisfies what you were looking for, and it takes you back to a simpler time.
You know, I say to the stall owner, this is just like my uncle used to make it. And then I wander off.
All right, Raina,
Yeah.
Jeroen.
Uh-oh. I don't like the way you say my name when you say it like that.
Fortitude.
Because it's usually like, Raina, make fortitude save. Like, fuck, I suck at those.
Trakar.
Uh-oh.
Make me a perception check.
Oh, that I can do. I can.
Trakar is BRB, so we may have to.
I can do his. It'll just take me a second.
Please do his, and then mine as well.
Man,
Yes.
that coffee,
can't-
though.
Can't help with yours.
The stall owner says, I expect you'll be wanting to bring that mug back.
Is that what the perception is for? Because I didn't hear it.
No, that's what you hear. Raina.
Yeah, hold on.
Always expecting things.
You and your expectations.
I mean,
There you go.
my intention is not to wander off, just to end the conversation.
When the time is auspicious, you may rest assured.
There you go.
All right.
The propensity is right for such a transaction.
Raina, you notice two men off in the corner behind a stall in a little alley kind of situation in the market. Both gesture towards your group
Ow.
and don masks.
I elbow her car and tell him to get ready. Did your car see it? Because he got a 19.
Yeah. He definitely gets it when you point. He didn't.
I don't point.
Oh, okay. He doesn't see them unless you see them.
I see them.
Yeah, he doesn't see them yet.
I say to her car, we've got hostiles incoming.
Yay!
Get ready. And I send the completely oblivious Jeroen back inside the cafe.
It's not really a cafe. It's like a food truck.
It's like a stall, right? Well, I send him
There's a couple of tables and things.
I put him sort of up close to the counter where he is sort of as enclosed as I can get him, and on the other side of us from the danger.
All right.
There are 2 people, yes, that was what we determined.
You saw 2 people. Yes.
Okay. All right. Can I do like a quick perception to see if anybody's like coming up behind us? It could be a trap if they're trying like a pincer move. So I could have a 27.
that is not what that means.
Oh.
Upon swiveling around, you see another man across the way, also donning a mask and stepping out towards you.
Okay. So I say to Trikar, 3 bogeys. 1 behind, 2 in front.
Have I been made aware yet?
If you've been eavesdropping on our conversation, possibly, but I just steered you back into, as much as possible, not the open, because you're not healed yet.
No, that's fine. That's fair.
Yeah.
Trikar, you don't see the 3rd man. But
Well, I figured because she had specifically told me there's bad guys in the area, like I caught at least a shadowy glimpse of someone or something.
Well, you probably know about the ones in front of us.
that coffee, though.
Damn good coffee.
Yeah.
So at this point, I try my best to assess the situation and giving my innate ability to escape. And do I see a route that I can get the group out safely?
There is actually the cafe is kind of in a little cul-de-sac portion of the marketplace. There are a lot of stalls and stuff in your way, and really they're coming from the 2 most viable routes, and sort of cutting them off. You could push your way through various stalls, but it's going to involve time and property damage, basically. The paths out of where you are being taken care of.
Okay. So then I look at Reyna and I tell her, we have no escape. We're going to have to fight. I make her aware of that. I immediately become enraged. I draw my...
Well, hold on. They might not actually be, like, intending to fight us. Like, I don't think that's a thing. I think they're intending to fight us, but, I mean, don't...
I have a
Wait until they confirm themselves to be hostile.
Oh, no. You have to remember, like, out of character, Jakar would not wait. Like, that's not a thing he would do.
He's angry.
You've given him, like, there is an imminent threat. He has assessed the situation as best he is possible to do. Like, at this point, his response is to take an offensive stance, not a defensive stance.
I have a terrible idea that will probably get us killed.
Yeah, well, we're going to ignore that.
Listening.
By all means, tell us.
It would take us to the narratively it wouldn't work to describe it to you because these folks are probably coming a little quickly.
So then we're just going to ignore you
They are
entirely?
starting to step towards where you are.
All right.
They're walking in.
How is there like a stall or anything that I can kind of like walk behind? Is there anything that could temporarily obscure their view of me?
If you had any idea where they were, Jerome, you
Darn
could like tuck into the
Nope.
wagon you're at.
Okay, then I'm not helpful right now. I'm
So,
on the coffee.
so I have obviously gone enraged. I've drawn my scythe, and I have done an intimidate check to show myself to be incredibly flustered and angry.
Um,
Rawr!
several people around you scream um, and start a sort of a panicked flight.
Good.
Um,
They need to get out of the danger zone.
Jerome, you finally might see things. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, now all the screaming caused me to look around and try to figure out what the hell's going on.
you see that the man specifically that was by himself is getting like shuffled back a little bit by the press of the crowds running from Trikar.
Hmm.
And he very frustratingly takes off his mask and just leaves. Like he goes with the crowd
Did I see the mask?
or starts to go with the crowd.
Did I get a good look at the mask? Is it distinctive at all?
Um, it
I would notice things like this.
yeah, it has a look to it. It's a little weird.
I mean, did it seem to be um, more ornamental of any kind, or did it seem to be much more like functional?
Fuck.
It looked fairly ornamental, I would say. It looked like this.
Uh-oh.
Everyone,
You
take
can't
perception checks, please.
see that.
That
There
looks
we
like
go.
a mask that we've seen.
Drakar, you notice the other two having a bit of a heated discussion with themselves, and no longer advancing. There's a little bit of crowd going their way, but it's not the bulk of the crowd.
I immediately start to advance on their position in an assertive manner, but I'm not running at them by no means.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling that our friends here might be from Magnamar.
I'm sticking close to Jerome.
All right, Reyna, you at this point, Drakar, you are sort of walking up with them a little bit slower than the crowd is sort of trying to get out of your way. Reyna, you see them basically halted in their progress and sort of bickering among themselves. As you approach Drakar, Reyna specifically hears one of them say, "It's over. We lost. They know. We can't get the jump on them. It's whatever. I'm going." And he just shoves the other guy back and makes for you, Drakar. Please roll initiatives.
Hey, what a dumbass. Yay.
Also, where are we right now?
In the middle of the marketplace.
I just realized we're still in the Rusty Dragon.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't matter.
You gotta change the maps. Not that like this map is super useful as far as that, because it's like no. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I wanted to go first.
This map,
Oh, is this planned?
even though
Oh, I suppose this works.
it's just the sort of the best map for it. Oh
Oh,
shit.
this one hasn't been loaded in a while.
Yeah, that map's really set up to be the everyone loves you party that it was. Okay, let's not use that map. Shit balls McClanahan. Okay.
I thought this map was the town is under attack.
Yes, that's that map. And then they had a party there for you.
With also, the town is under attack.
And well, no. I'm just having the best time moving this flag. There we go. Wow. Yeah. But Jesus, you've used every map and like destroyed half of them.
You're
I set
welcome.
a tree on fire.
It always looks like the map's cleaner than it is. And I added a bunch of stuff to it.
I love that we're making this difficult on you.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you're happy. Fuck you. I mean, no, it's great. No, that'll do. Oh, wow. See, the problem is my mouse, the button has stopped, like, actually considering that it's being held down. So clicking and dragging events are miserably difficult. Boop.
How close are we to the Rusty Dragon?
You are.
Probably like 2 or 3 blocks.
It's a couple of blocks.
There's nothing on my screen right now. Wait.
All right. There's no time, so I gotta. Boop. 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 I feel like the initiative order didn't really get in there properly.
Well, I don't think you had the thing open before we rolled.
20.9. Okay, so that one's not. That one's not, and that one's not.
So for us, the characters, we would have been in the down in the caves just last night, right?
Yes.
All right. So I would probably recall the one letter that we found that was addressed to Fox guy.
Yep.
From something like an order.
Yep. That
Do I
letter referred to a Brotherhood of the Seven.
Brotherhood of the Seven. And the mask that you showed us, is it like the mask that we took off of Foxy guy?
I would say it's stylistically related. Foxglove's mask was different.
Oh, okay.
All right, and they have they're
Brotherhood of the Seven. Never mind, Raina. It was the Brotherhood of the Seven, right?
Sure.
nice. You can arrange your tokens in somewhat of a reasonable setting. I'm going to say that your cafe guy is here. You got a couple of tables.
Good coffee.
The guys you noticed, the 2 guys are coming from here. Now the 1 guy is coming from here. The other guy that you noticed sort of melting back into the crowd was coming from this direction. And there's a cart like here. And
Why am I not seeing any of this crap you're doing?
there. Here.
Dude, I didn't know I could do that!
Do what?
What?
The turn order thing over the old portion of the chat, so it's not on my map anymore.
Yep, you can move it.
I knew I could move it, I didn't know I could move it over the chat pane. That's cool.
Oh.
Okay, so where was the lone guy that went into the crowd coming from?
The bottom where the 2 arrows are.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
And then we got a thing, and he needs a thing. So we're gonna get him a thing. this is a little misleading. Whoa. No, we don't want to draw things anymore. That's not what we're doing.
Drawing time is over. Fighting time begins.
Okay.
Jakar, you would be closer to that guy
And then nap time. What's nap time?
than anyone else
That's
because you
dance
were
time.
walking towards him.
So
I'm sticking
like
with Drew.
this?
Wow. No, let's put 10 feet between you. He gets a 21.
Did I get any kind of decent look at that guy's face that melted into the crowd after he took his mask off, or did I see it before he put the mask on?
Not really. Descending order. Jakar, top of the
I
morning, and initiative to you.
I've got nobody in my turn order except that one guy.
Same here.
So, obviously, I have my scythe out. I am already enraged. I am very livid. I immediately just run sprint the 7 to 10 feet from me to him, and just run in as hard as I can, very angrily, and attempt to cleave his head from his body.
Yikes. It's a bold move.
Alright, you charge in there. So you're taking your penalty to AC, but your plus to attack. Yeah, you hit him, turns out. That's a successful hit. So, nice. Alright, we just gotta add this in here. And let me make sure that number's in there so I know that number. Alright, so you charge in with your scythe and swing it wildly. He seemed about ready to sort of monologue at you for a split second. Not really ready to take a scythe attack to the face. You slash him viciously. It seems like, you might have injured one of his arms quite badly indeed.
Nice.
12 damage. He definitely looks fairly poorly off. He really doesn't like that. He hisses at you.
Hisses?
Yeah, like an angry hiss.
Does that make him not human? Because humans do that when they're angry.
I was going to say, is he Argonian or Khajiit? What is this?
Ha! You have been too curious. The Brotherhood will not stand for this.
The Brotherhood can suck it! Can I say that as a free action?
It's a free action, you can say that.
I say that.
There's nothing I can say. I'm enraged right now. I don't want to talk. I want to rip his fucking head off his body.
I let my side do my talking. So he comes in there with his thing. He's holding what at first you thought might have been a dagger, but on closer inspection appears to be a large razor.
Ooh.
A
Which
war razor.
yeah, which he slashes at you rather recklessly and viciously. Does a 20 hit you? The answer to that, I believe, is yes.
If against my armor, yes.
So he slashes at you, and you take...
0 damage.
Turns out, not the case.
That's what you think.
Now I want Turkish coffee.
No.
That's gross.
You take 6 points of slashing damage as he opens a nasty gash across you and catches a couple of your primary flight feathers in the
No,
swing.
now you're just
So-
piss him off.
So he's facing me, and somehow he manages to clip a wing?
All right, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. A little bit. You do have a nasty, angry gash across your chest, though.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, like, you square up to the target. I mean, he's not shooting at me, for Christ's sake. I'm not going to make a smaller target. That just doesn't make sense.
All right, Jerome.
What happened to his friend that he shoved?
Well, you are welcome to make a perception check for him.
Is that part of my? What does that count as? My standard action or my move?
No, you can look for free.
Okay.
Yay! He's a generous DM.
Damn, this coffee's good.
You don't see him. You don't see him. That is
Um,
good coffee, though.
Well, I suppose this coffee is not going to save me, and I am still on death's door. So we're gonna cast Mage Armor.
Good plan.
You cast Mage Armor. You notice a slight, like, fizzling strangeness to the spell that wasn't there last time you cast it.
I'm suspicious.
So what? Those can't stack, and I have no idea what the strength of the armor I'm wearing is.
Yeah, they don't stack.
Do I at least get whichever is higher?
Yeah, you get Mage Armor. What is Mage Armor? Is that 4?
4.
Yeah, you get 4.
I didn't like ruin this thing's magic with it, did I?
Well, I mean, you would have to examine it to determine that.
Darn it. I just wanted to have some coffee and a stroll and see some people watching.
All I wanted was a thing.
This town can never just let me be.
Needs an enema.
This town needs an enema.
And is that the conclusion of your turn, or would you like to move?
No, for my move action, I will take another sip of coffee.
Prudent. It is delicious.
It is delicious, and it's not every day that you get to enjoy a good cup of Varisian coffee. So
And it is.
you gotta savor the small moments.
And it's a time-sensitive thing. I mean, once it goes cold.
Oh no, that is just swill, and then you just have to toss it in someone's face.
Yeah. Right in their face. Reyna.
All right. I am also going to perceive. I suppose that in order to perceive in both directions, you would want me to roll 2 checks. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Every time you lay eyes on a new scene, you have to independently perceive that scene.
Okay. I'm going to ask you if I have time to do. I want to tell you what I want to do, and I want you to tell me if I have enough actions, or whatever to do it this round. So I want to perceive in this direction for one guy, and direction for the other guy. I want to 5-foot step while drawing my short bow and then shoot this guy, assuming that I don't see the other guys at all.
Yes, since you aren't moving,
Okay.
I will allow the checks. You'd get one, and it wouldn't really cost you, but swiveling your head around and all of that is taking up time. So,
Alright.
yeah, you just can't move, but you can 5 foot. That's fine.
Okay.
And yes, so you have your thing, and now you have your standard.
All right. Looking toward the north. Looking toward the south. Am I seeing anybody in either of these directions?
Toward the south, you do not. You can no longer distinguish the people that you saw initially, or the person rather, because there's only one guy in the south that you saw.
Like, is there still like some mass exodus taking place?
It's further down the road. Like most of the people are sort of out of here for the most part.
But like, there's nobody close.
No.
All right.
To the north,
Oh.
which was your 34,
Uh-huh.
you see the sort of leaving back of a guy who's got some other people in front of him that you're pretty sure probably the other guy. I mean, they're not that my token is wearing robes and looking really sinister. They're not doing that. Like the thing that made them stick out was the masks. They're dressed the same as everyone else, pretty much.
So the back of his head looks really suspicious.
It's standard peasant garb. I mean, they're not all dressed identically as everyone else. So it's like, oh, it's that guy in the blue shirt. I'm pretty sure that's probably the guy. It's a little difficult to be 100% certain about it, though.
Well, I'm gonna shoot the guy that's pestering Trakar.
Yay.
All right. Well, a 28 hits him. So
Yep.
there's that. The bow doesn't have a crit range, does it? No, or it would have shown up. Why would I ask that? It's in the thing. The magic of the buttons. But yes, you sink an arrow into his upper thigh. It appears to be in the bone.
Ooh. It's in the bone.
He's angry.
Oh, good. That means he can't really run away. Trakar, we need to question him. There were 3 of these guys.
Trakar, there was something said somewhere around you. It's your turn.
Yay. Let's see. Sorry, trying to get back to the right screen here. For a 27, while enraged, did I hear Reyna?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I hear that we need to keep someone alive.
And you assume that it's probably you. Under the guy in front of you. No.
So I trip him. And he's pruned.
Nice.
Now, would he get a bonus to the trip since the guy's only got 1 leg to stand on?
Yeah, but I don't think he needs it.
Probably not.
As I'm looking for that number. Doodah. Yeah, he had to beat a 15. You trip him. He falls prone, backwards, smacking his head off the cobblestones. He seems a little dazed.
I bet.
Can you knock him unconscious?
Oh, well, not technically, because that was already the trip was my attack.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yep. Just got that one thing.
I mean, I could step forward and, lift my leg to, go to kick him for the next round. That's about all I can.
Is there anybody... It's not my turn right now, but I have a question. Is there anybody around right now that is not involved in this fight? Like, is the cafe owner still there?
Yeah, the stall owners are sort of huddled back, but most of them are not.
Can I shout for somebody to go and get the sheriff?
You get a shout back. I'm pretty sure somebody's already getting him.
Thanks! Super helpful.
You guys.
I flash my deputy star at everybody. Like, I'm official. We're not just beating up random punks.
Yep, pretty much exactly, Jerome.
Nothing to say here.
That's also the the level of concern your face is showing right now.
This coffee's damn good. In fact, I'm actually making some decaf right now for myself because
I coffeed you into. Yeah. All right. It's the guy's turn. He is going to attempt to slash at your birdie ankles.
Rude. It's poor little bird feet.
Seriously, who the hell does that?
It's definitely inconsiderate. I'll give you that. But he seems to have missed.
Delightful.
And he will make a 5-foot crawl backwards. little crabby action. Kind of a Scrabble. Jerome.
we are gonna magic missile him.
Magic missile.
And as I'm sending each one of those sailing, I inform him I plan on collecting your masks and putting them in my reading room.
He attempts to retort, and he says, "You will never with," and dies in the street as the 3 force missiles just slam into his chest, and he collapses.
I think that they would go rather nicely, just along just above the fireplace. Just kind of one right after the other.
Just a really, just a line of creepy masks staring down at you
Yeah.
while you try to drink coffee. Man, this coffee's good.
This coffee is good.
You, sir, are an artist.
Yes, I lean back to the shop owner. I'm like, give him an extra silver. Keep the tip.
Is there anybody else standing around, or is it just the stall owners?
It's just the stall owners. There is like a group of people who have apparently felt that they cleared the area well enough and are actually starting to crowd around the margins to gawk at the proceedings.
Okay.
You are out of initiatives.
Do I see anybody that I even slightly recognize, as far as townspeople?
You see a fair number of general townsfolk that you have seen before. It's not that big a town. You are getting used to these people saying hello to you in the street and various things. You notice the baker lady that occasionally throws loaves of bread at you.
She's my favorite.
Yeah, not maliciously. She's just a nice
Like,
lady.
yeah, bread.
Yeah.
Hey, bread.
Of course, what he's not saying is that they're 3-day-old and hard as a rock.
Yeah, she basically just threw a brick at me.
Yeah.
Is there anybody around whose name I know?
Well, you know the baker lady. I don't.
Is she working right now?
No, she seems to have basically been out to pick up a few things.
Okay, I am going
She's got
to.
a basket with her.
I am going to shout at her by name and ask her to please go to the dragon and warn Caladrel, and tell him also to come here as carefully as possible because he might be being followed.
All right. Yes. The elf. Yes. I'll do that. What's going on?
I don't actually know. But it's better. Apparently someone has taken issue with us, and they put on masks, and it's just better if we're all together. So I would appreciate it if you would go and fetch Forth because he's by himself.
Geez, I can't think of anyone that had a problem with you lot. You're great. I'll go tell him immediately.
Thank you.
Tell him to make sure he keeps Miku safe.
Could be worse. It could be that kid I made credit earlier. Could be sending in for me.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'll tell him.
Yeah.
They told you, your friends wanted me to tell you that you should basically walk out into the middle of the street with your eyes closed.
Because that is exactly what we said.
That,
Well, I believe
that
it.
would be a little kid.
It sounds like something they'd tell me to do.
All right, so you
Bastards.
you're there at the thing. We'll cut to Galadriel the dragon. No,
Did the kid
That's
iterate
not
that?
the dragon.
Galadriel the dragon.
Why didn't we just go back to the dragon?
We're waiting for the sheriff.
What?
Sorry. We're waiting for the sheriff.
Why?
Because we got a dead body in the street.
Is that unusual?
Well, I mean, we are deputies. Usually the deputies in this town are really fucking useless. So, yeah, it is a little unusual.
All right, Galadriel, you are hanging out
Oh, yeah.
at the old dragon.
Yeah, you might want to zip up.
Zip it up, yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
dangling about.
I
Amika
like to
has
stretch
gotten
out.
over her initial shock. Yeah, and disappointment.
What?
I just,
No.
Put some clothes on. You're scaring the cat.
Good. Furry bastard.
when the thing doesn't happen.
What?
Oh, and if no one's done it yet, I collect the mask.
Yeah, you're welcome to search the guy with a searchy thing. Hello.
Oi.
We do not hear you, Jakar, if that is. Perception check, yeah, you find the mask, not too difficult. It is on his face.
Alright, good. Well, sorry that was going to be more difficult with how I roll.
Okay, so,
Jakar drops dead.
oh, yeah, jeez. So, yeah, you find, some things. Leather armor, hand crossbow, 10 bolts, masterwork war razor, 20 gold pieces, and,
You mean 10?
yeah, 10 gold pieces. And this mask. You also find a small note, which I will get to later.
I hand it to Raina to read.
Because he's illiterate. Caladra.
I read it now.
Yep.
Yeah. But meanwhile, across Sandpoint,
Mm-hmm.
there's a barmaid in front of you, boy.
Yeah, there is.
She's making very awkward eyes at you in sort of a way that you really feel like you would have gotten into something in all this time already, but you just didn't.
I will.
Way to seal the deal.
Well, instead of just staring awkwardly, I will help with the day-to-day bar stuff.
Then he'll do everything else awkwardly.
And then, stare at her ass in between.
All right, make me a reflex save.
Reflex save. That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, you being a little moon-eyed, you kind of drop a couple of the glasses.
Whoops.
Smash, smash. Oh, my dear elf, how much of my place are you going to ruin?
Wait, wait, wait. This doesn't make any sense. Cowgirl dropped glass?
He's apparently out of it.
That's really out of it.
Look, some of us are a little smitten, okay?
I'm just saying that should be like your second nature.
You adorable pointy-eared bastard.
I'll have to have these replaced.
I do need
Within a year, she'll have an entirely new new bar.
Right.
I do need a new sack of grain from the cellar.
I will get that for you.
All right.
Don't go in the cellar.
Cellar doors are basically out by the outhouses around the corner there. You can clearly see them on the map. You have to go outside and walk around the building.
Not through this door.
You have to
It's right
go.
there?
You have to go through the door that's clearly marked in the thing, and then just go outside. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing I've done.
Yeah. As you go outside, make me a perception check.
Great.
Whoop. I'm not distracted anymore.
Also, make me a stealth check.
Whoop.
Nice. All right.
I am not distracted out here.
I mean, once it's just not her radiance right in front of your.
Yeah, it's a proximity thing.
Yeah. It's an aura.
Yeah.
Ba-doo. What is the thing for that? With the thing. Wow, that's a hell of a bonus. Jesus Christ. Okay. As you walk out of the door, you notice a strange man peering into the window, who immediately turns around and looks you right in the face. Boop.
Oh, and he's dead.
Yeah,
I know that.
and then he died. No, he's not dead. Yep.
You need some help over there, bud? You know the door's open.
It just what you.
The bar's open if you're thirsty.
You, and he pulls down a mask. Roll
What?
initiatives.
Oh. I don't like where this is headed. Me. What about me? How can I help you? Is this an
Hello.
autograph? Oh, shit. I didn't click on myself before I did that. My bad.
All right, I can get you in there. Then we'll just boop. Token layer is what we want. Gonna add a turn for that guy. Now he's got a turn. I'm gonna add a turn for you. I'm gonna type your number in. Boop doop and boop doop. Rolls his initiative. Was this? Wow, that's not how you things.
Is he going 3 days after me?
Yeah, sort of.
Nice.
Yep, he pulled his mask down and pulled out a crossbow. It is your turn.
We're awfully close for a crossbow. So, I am going to move up here, and then to here. I'm drawing my Morning Star as I go, and I'm going to bonk him on the noggin.
Bunk.
I have a feeling like you're gonna have to replace Miku's window as well now.
And I hope not. That's why I didn't throw a bomb. So I'm thinking of the windows here. Oh, shit.
Oh my god, Caladrell, what are you doing?
You
Fucking kidding me.
swing at his head.
Does it make him nervous at least?
Well, the shattering glass makes him real nervous.
God damn it.
No!
God damn it.
I love it.
I say at the window, sorry.
What about going in the cellar and then break a window?
A little trouble out here.
He drops his crossbow and pulls out a wicked-looking war razor.
Does he have quick draw?
Does have quick draw.
Oh, what a best.
And he says to you, Now we get to do it the fun way."
Yeah, probably.
They 14 hit you.
Not even slightly.
He attempts to slash you viciously across the face and manages to get hung up in some various accoutrements for a second. It deflects the thing. Caladrell.
I didn't come back down from the mutagen, but that still misses.
Oh.
There we go. I'm gonna bonk him again.
Okay.
Well,
Again.
Bonk him the first time.
Yeah,
Gonna bonk him the first time.
that hits. You poor man critted it too, which is nice.
Right.
Right. You thunk him on the head. Question on: Are you hitting him with a Morning Star, or are you attempting subdual?
No, I'm hitting him with the Morning Star.
Okay. Well, the term bonk was a little ambiguous.
Oh, yeah, no.
I wanted to, yeah.
Because it's bludgeoning, I bonk, but
I
Because-
bonk him as hard as I can.
because it's piercing, it's hurting.
you're not trying to jar his memory.
No.
I jar him too hard.
Jog him
All
too
right,
hard.
so he takes a good thwack.
Unless he's been dead once already.
A
No,
good
dra-
thwack upside the head and shoulders.
Good.
Doesn't do his dandruff any good, I'll tell you that.
Now his dandruff is red. And
It does knock his mask askew a bit.
Huh. Does that affect his ability to attack me?
It is like the eye holes aren't quite lined up, which is a little interesting. On his turn, he is going to fix his mask, which, by the way, Caladrell, is a distracted action.
Does that mean I am opportunistic?
Depends
Depends on what.
whether or not you want to capitalize on it.
I do. I don't.
You just whirl it around. Booga.
Break the other panel of glass in the window.
God damn it!
Smash! That one wasn't that bad, so no, he doesn't.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He didn't fix it quite as well as he thought he did. And it got something like in one of his eyes for a second. He slashed it at you wildly again, but you just sort of slightly move.
Look, if you just want to give up now, that'll be fine. I won't have to kill you.
Probably the first day on the job.
The brothers will not tolerate interlopers.
Well, I'm not going to tolerate your intolerance.
Caladrell.
Oh
Isn't
my
that
god.
Aren't you just being the intolerant now?
Fuck.
Fucking whiff fest.
Smash!
Sorry.
Christ.
Christ. This guy. He attempts to attack you.
I don't think you should.
He fails.
Okay, well,
Whiff.
It's like watching the Three Stooges.
she's gonna have to forgive me for this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch him with a bomb.
Oh my god.
I mean, the window's already broken.
Yeah, but the side of the building is still more or less intact.
Okay, but my one bomb is not going to destroy the side of the building.
Okay.
I mean, I can I exclude the building?
That would be excluding several squares.
How many squares are you allowed to exclude?
It's equal to my intelligence modifier, and that currently is 3.
Then yes, you can exclude the building.
But I wouldn't be excluding myself though.
Nope.
Nope. Choices.
So I will exclude me.
Yeah.
Here. And here.
All right.
That's just a melee attack. Fuck, why am I doing that? No, I have. Would this count with the weapon finesse since it's a light weapon?
Sure. I mean, you could just sort of give it a light toss.
I'll do that.
Here, catch.
Just a hey,
You
I
got
got something for you. It explodes.
Jesus Christ.
That was only one. The other two were considerably less.
I think there needs to be like narrative on this one.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Well, like I said, just a little underhand toss. I've got something for your brotherhood.
Oh. Okay. So you say I've got something for your brotherhood, and you just casually underhand toss him a thing, like you were tossing him a coin pouch.
Yeah,
He goes, "Oh," and he catches it
and it
and
explodes.
looks down at it as it starts to froth a little bit, and then just blows his head clean off.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh.
I don't suppose the mask is intact.
No, the mask is not intact.
Damn.
Damn it.
Also, it's not entirely clear where the mask is.
Or his head.
Yeah, or basically a lot of him from about sternum up.
Whew. I start wiping parts of him off of me.
What in the hell is going on out here? Jesus
I-
Christ!
My
Sorry.
dear, I wish I knew. I came out here to get the grains, and I was attacked. But now he's dead.
I would say I'd hate to see the other guy, but
This is the other guy. He had a mask. He said something about a brotherhood. I'm gonna check what's left of his corpse.
all right. What's left of his corpse is mostly soggy with his own blood and other involuntary things.
Gross.
Ugh.
He has leather armor, which is truly ruined, as the top part of it isn't there. There is a hand crossbow on the ground, and there is a little pouch with 9 bolts in it. One of the bolts is actually in the hand crossbow. And there's a masterwork war razor and a pouch with 20 gold in it.
I don't think
And a small note.
I did not find that pouch with gold. But I will read the note.
Amiko says, "Isn't that a coin purse?"
No, I don't. It might be. Well, it's got to go to pay for replacing the window in those glasses.
Yes, it does.
So I will toss it to her.
All right. She catches it in an entirely effortless way.
Show
Like
up.
it's kind of sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sexy. Competence is the new sexy, ladies and gentlemen. She's got reflexes. You're
I believe it.
like,
I've got some reflexes,
yeah, this seems like, I mean, that could pay off.
but I have no illusions as to who has the higher station in this relationship. I am dating up.
Happy International Women's Day.
So she smiles at you and says, "Don't forget the grain, dear."
Right at it.
Wanders back into the bar, shaking her head slightly.
Doesn't even ask who this guy was or why he's all over her wall.
I mean,
Also,
that's kind of an
get
idle
the
question.
hose.
Idle question at this point. Identification's a little difficult.
But the note.
Yes, there is also a small note. So, meanwhile,
Did the bread lady ever get to him?
Caladrel, as you come up the stairs
With the grain?
with a sack of grain, having to fight through hordes of huge spiders. No. You come up the sack of stairs with the grain, and you come through the door there. You see a familiar baker lady who appears to be a little red-faced and is huffing and puffing a little bit. Who runs up to you and says, your friends were attacked in the market. You
Put them too?
are requested to come down there, but be very careful. Two? What?
Yeah, I was attacked just out
Just
there.
gesture at all of the viscera on your
Yeah.
clothing.
I mean, this is not my normal attire with blood.
Oh my!
I don't.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
Oh my!
You should see the other guy. It's right up there if you want to look.
I don't actually think that I would like that.
All right. Each their own.
I guess you received the message before I got here. So to speak.
Message?
Anyway, your friends were in the marketplace, and they were requesting that you come meet them, but be careful. And I think you are probably capable of taking care of yourself.
I would like to think so.
I'm going to go make sure that the sheriff has been notified.
All right.
Good. So, at least somebody's doing their job.
Caladrel finishes carrying the grain to the kitchen area, leaves Amiko with a peck on the cheek, and then runs off to the market.
He grabs you as you start to leave for a second, takes a towel off the bar, licks it, and wipes some blood off of your cheek. There
Okay,
you go.
now.
That's better. All right, so you head down to the marketplace. You other folks who people don't know. Copy. Oh, it's great. We all get to be on different layers. Hooray! That makes this easy. Nope. Boop boop doo. Boop boop doo. That's not the guy I copied. So why did you do that? All right, and then we need a Caladrel. Boop. Okay. So meanwhile,
I will take the war razor and the crossbow bolts with me.
Yeah. I figured you grab those.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not on.
Thank you. I am a little sloppy. Okay. Meanwhile, down at the marketplace, uh,
Meanwhile, back at the motel.
your dead guy is basically done oozing at this point. Everything that is oozed has.
Glad to hear it.
The sheriff walks up with a proprietorial sort of "what's all this then" attitude, and then he sees you, Drakkar. And then he sees a corpse. And then he just looks right back at you, Drakkar, and waits.
I helped.
Morning, Sheriff. How's it going? We're just out for a little stroll on the market. Have you had the coffee at this place, by the way? This is fantastic. Why did no one tell me about that?
I never cared for the stuff. It was a quiet morning
Yes.
until I heard of a madman brandishing a weapon in the marketplace.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, he's right there.
Huh.
Feel free to question him.
I'll tell you right now, that wasn't my first guess.
Well, let me tell you, I'm a little closer and not being weird. I was trying to protect Room because he's still mangled. There were originally 3 of them. 2 of them came from up here, and 1 was coming from over there, and I gesture down toward the southeast there. And when the one guy, when everybody started freaking out, he just sort of got lost in the crowd and went off to the southeast. And this guy here was arguing with another guy and said something along the lines of, "It's no good." Well, the other guy said, "It's no good. They've, found us out." And this guy said he didn't care and then decided to rush us and thought that 3 against 1 was a super great idea.
Hey guys.
They were wearing
Galadriel!
masks that look like this. Does this mask seem familiar to you at all, or
I've seen one of those.
you have?
Oh?
Yeah.
Did the baker lady find you?
Afterward.
I look at the blood and crap all over his clothes.
And
Did
the one
she
clean
find you
spot
in?
on my
Yeah,
cheek.
didn't find you in time, I guess.
Well, depends on who was supposed to be saved, me or him.
Well, you.
Well, then she found me.
Oh, no.
I was in no danger.
We were trying to spare you the surprise.
Well, no, that didn't work.
Surprise!
You should have seen the look on the other guy's face while he had a face.
So I'm
Speaking of
assuming
which,
that.
Am I to gather from this that I have another issue to clean up?
Well, as far as I'm aware, if Galadriel took care of his problem, that was probably the guy who headed off to the southeast. There should only be 1 more of these bastards.
Assuming the ones you saw were all of them.
Yes, that.
have you heard?
Can I, for real, read the note? Like, I've been waiting all this time. I'm sure I
Right?
would have actually read it by now.
Yes, you can have read the note. The note has all of your names, a brief description, not too detailed, but things like Strix kind of stands out.
Ruggedly handsome, pointy ears, blows the shit up.
And
Has leprosy.
it just
God
says,
damn it.
it says Sandpoint, and it just has a seal on it.
What does the seal look like?
It has kind of a 7-pointed motif. It's not exactly the Sahedron that you see, but in the Thessalonian ruins, it's not quite that one, but it is similar.
Jerome forgets entirely what city he's in.
Yeah, that doesn't.
What are we doing in Magnamar?
What? You.
Sheriff, have you seen this man before? He's not from around here, is he?
No, no, he's not a local. Sheriff, like, kicks him over to flip him over, so he's facing up. Dressed like a local, though.
I'll give a description of the guy I killed while they had a description to give.
All right. Basically a similar, nondescript clothing, creepy mask. Mask, you say?
Yeah, like this one.
Just like that one.
Mhm.
By the way,
Seem to
College,
remember
do you? Oh, sorry.
Seem to remember some whispers about a group of people in masks, but I can't quite seem to dig it up. Rumors and stuff around Magnamar. Sorry, I don't have any more information. Attacked you, you say?
Yep. He totally threw the first swing with the weapon. You see the mark here on Char? That was him.
Got one in on you, huh?
Well, I had the last laugh, I believe.
Actually, Jerome had the last laugh.
Now let's not take dibs on who laughed when. I was laughing the whole time.
And enjoying your coffee from your homeland.
Any idea as to why someone not from around here would randomly accost you in the marketplace?
Well, if they're from Magnamar, which I believe might be the case,
Shouldn't that be your job?
It might have something to do with the fact that our names are written on this here list.
I'm guessing that they're basically just mercenaries that someone hired to deal with us. I mean, we have been causing a little bit of a stir here lately.
I'm doing a real quick sense motive on Raina, which I can't tell. I can't read her at all.
On me?
Yeah.
You were sensing my motive?
Yeah, because I'm trying to go along with whatever story you're telling, because these guys aren't mercenaries.
Well, yeah, you don't really. I mean, you kind of think that Raina might actually think that.
I think that they are mercenaries.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you don't quite see her angle.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
Raina,
there's obviously some sort of, purpose. They were directed towards you, certainly.
yeah, Raina, these guys weren't just mercenaries; they were believers.
Well, I mean, maybe they started out as mercenaries, although maybe not, because they're not really very good at it.
These guys seem to have a plan in the works. We're on a list,
Yeah. Well, we had mentioned
and
to you before, Sheriff, about this letter that we found at the Misgivings and all of that, and they mentioned something about the Brotherhood. I'm guessing that these two things are related.
who else is on the list? Is it just the four of us?
Just you.
Just the four of us.
we're special.
Well, I mean, that's good. Like, at least the list doesn't have like other people's names on it that we have to go like save or something.
Just you and Gorvy.
He can take
Oh.
care
No,
of
not
himself.
Gorvy. I'm
I
sorry.
would love to see them try.
Yeah, this is like there's a cultist corpse down the road that just has a shit shovel driven straight through him.
He hides the body by burying it in manure.
It's like second time this week.
It's like I think they breed from the piles. I don't know. It's just weird. Part of the job. Every once in a while, you got to put down some crazy weirdos. It's not just manure that's in the shit I shovel. No, it's just you on the list. You mentioned the Brotherhood, and Baylor looks up and says, "Yeah, well, if you were on the wrong side of an organization that styles themselves some sort of brotherhood, a little hokey, don't you think? They might respond in this way. I would keep an eye out, and perhaps getting to Magnamar and to the bottom of this is not only a simple curiosity in resolving this late unpleasantness, but also perhaps the sooner the better for your own safety."
Yeah.
And also the safety of the town, that where murders aren't trying to happen on your street while we're in a different town.
Yeah, I can't say that I wouldn't appreciate that.
We're definitely, making Magnamar a high priority, but we can't go anywhere until Jerome is completely healed, and really need to get down and deal with the rest of what's going on in and specifically under the misgivings, because I'd hate for that to become an issue again while we're gone.
Why doesn't the sheriff... I look at the sheriff and say, why don't you just burn the place to the ground?
What, the
As much
market?
No, the mansion.
Well, most of the problem is under the mansion. Burning the house to the ground isn't going to do much for anything except for the ghosts that are trapped there.
Also, with what you have described, I honestly don't want to touch the place.
Seems legit.
as much as I'd love to see the place just burned burned to the ground, that also might not necessarily be the best course there. We don't know what's in there.
Well, God forbid the sheriff do his part.
He is. He's delegating to us.
For my part right now, I am not hauling you in to jail for killing a man in the streets.
Oh, you mean the one that attacked me?
Self.
La-dee friggin' da.
You
I shuffle my feathers and then walk angrily in the opposite direction.
attacked you first, according to you.
According to all the witnesses.
Procedure would have me hold you until we determined that.
Oh, your procedure, eh? I didn't know there was a procedure.
Sheriff, you ever wonder what life would be like if we just never met?
I cannot tell you how many times. But that particular thought process leads me into an unchecked goblin attack. And damn it, if I don't have to be grateful on top of this.
Well, we've got apparently assassins gunning for us. So, I mean, let us do our thing, and we'll try and take care of the town as best we can, insofar as we gotta get down to the misgivings and then try and get to Magnamar to get to the bottom of all of this.
Well, you are deputies, and I can surely spin it in that way. Say you were seeking out a group of smugglers or something of the like. Seems like a plausible story.
Why can't you just tell people the truth? Why do you have to lie about everything?
Well, I mean, what would people say if they knew that someone was trying to murder the heroes of Sandpoint? I smile at the sheriff.
Yes, we all have our little stories, don't we?
Not really.
My interest is in keeping order. The thought that there are a bunch of dedicated killers wandering around the town is upsetting.
I suddenly have just had an idea. It's well and truly past noon at this point, and my carpenter apprentice is probably there.
Yep.
Door!
Shit. So I say that it really seems like no one should be alone for any length of time, so like traveling in pairs, but also, Jerome, you need to get back to being healed.
Oh, very well. Just when I was having fun.
Yep, your walkabout is coming to an end. You need to rest, I'm afraid.
Yes, perhaps you're right.
So who is taking Jerome back to Hannah's?
I will.
Alright, so Caladrel, I presume you were probably heading back to the dragon anyway. You want to come with me? We can get your door situation figured out.
Oh, and Sheriff, one more thing.
Yeah.
You really gotta try that coffee. I swear. Just give it another shot.
I don't like coffee.
All right, I tried. I wander off towards Hannah.
With Trikar in tow.
Yeah, yeah.
The sheriff is soon joined by a couple of standard deputies, which he instructs to haul the body off, and you see him walk over and talk to the coffee salesman.
Yes.
I don't think he's asking for a cuppa, Jerome. I think he's asking for corroboration on our story.
You think he really named a drink after me? A cup of Jerome?
Yes.
That just sounds so horrible. And yet, secretly, I'm intrigued by the idea of a cup of Jerome because I'm a nymph. And I'm wondering if it would burn on the way down.
It's a bit spicy.
Yikes.
Got that spicy blood. Wait, Jerome's here and I'm not. That doesn't seem right.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
You're all, like, alternately hidden in various places. When you split the party, you make things very difficult on the person manipulating the tokens.
We didn't split the party. Jerome got mangled.
I understand. It was necessary. I get it.
Okay. So we get here, and I will ask Miko and or Bathinda, whoever happens to be more convenient, if the carpenter's apprentice showed up.
Ah, yes. He said he was sent here to fix the door, and I directed him towards the lumber you left, and he's upstairs now.
All right. I am.
I haven't actually heard much in the way of racket for a little while, but
Oh shit. I'm gonna go check on him. You want to come with me, Cal? Since it's your room and your stuff.
Apparently not.
You didn't tell him not to drink the from the bottles in there, did you?
I had really fully intended to be here when he got here. Instead, we got waylaid in town with the would-be assassin.
Well, better call a
Dave!
sheriff for another body.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
where are you?
Sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
I was talking this entire time, but I was muted.
yeah,
it was so
no one heard
pleasant.
anything from even the marketplace. Like when you left the marketplace, nothing.
Okay.
But no, as long as he's not screwing around with stuff in there, just fixing the door, he should be fine.
Yeah, well, she said that she hasn't heard him doing anything for a while, so, I mean,
Did he sniff something?
I don't know. Let's go up and see what he's doing.
Let's go up and see.
think he's just wasting time because he's hourly.
Right? How did you meet me up here?
Magic.
All right.
You see a nicely repaired door that is closed.
Let me not break through it then.
Just kick it down. Hey, what are you doing?
I draw my curve blade just in case, and I whisper to Caladrell, "Where's the phylactery?"
I've got it.
Okay.
I will open the door.
All right. You open the door. It swings freely. Seems to be pretty good work. Oh,
Hey, guy.
is this your room?
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
Oh, I just checking the door. You know, from the other side. Oh, I'm Milton. I was sent to fix the door.
Milton is the name of the person that they gave us, but, like, yeah, let me also do that.
I'll wait until everyone does that.
Yes, please.
Standing on that.
Show off.
Caldrelli seems a little flustered. Reyna, that's not what he was doing in there. You're pretty sure he's Milton, though.
Okay. So I, like, lean around Caladrell and stick my head in the door and say, "Milton, there was no damage to that side of the door frame. What were you actually doing?"
Well, there's a lot of dangerous stuff in there. A lot of dangerous stuff out here.
That's just the thing. I don't want to be a carpenter. I never wanted to be a carpenter.
Then why are you apprenticing as a carpenter? I'm gonna send motive on him again and see if he's telling the truth.
If being a Messiah didn't work out for him. You gotta have a fallback.
I didn't mean any harm, sir. I didn't touch anything. I was only looking. My father.
Hold on. Milton. Milton.
Yes.
Millie.
Mill.
It's
Meh.
his friends call me.
Do
Call me Milton.
you want to be an alchemist?
Yes.
Caladrell actually squeezed.
Reyna takes a step back.
But my father.
Because I've never heard the elf make that noise before, and I'm a little worried.
But my father would never allow it. He says it's not an honorable trade.
You show that your father the courts behind this bar. Tell me if that's not honorable.
Reyna snorts
I don't
when he
think that-
says it's not honorable.
You tell your father one of the heroes in Sandpoint is a fucking alchemist.
Oh, he's perfectly aware of you.
Better be. Saved his ass.
Well, I mean, and I'm sure he is very grateful for the trouble you resolved at the sawmill. He's kind of a hard man, my father.
Well, you should be a man. You should be your own man. You want to be an alchemist? By gods, you be an alchemist.
I ain't got no one to train me.
You do now.
Threatened the town out. What?
Yeah, buddy.
You mean you teach me?
I will help.
Oh my God, sir! Thank you. Thank you. I'm so sorry for breaking in and looking over your stuff. Oh my God, thank you. We can't tell my father. We'll have to come up with something.
I don't know. Fixing the Rusty Dragon cellar.
Well,
Is
yeah,
that something that would have an apprentice do? A big job like that?
I'd need a work order, to turn into the guild, of course, to explain my absence from the owner of the establishment.
Would that work without being paid? Because we're not going to pay you to be an apprentice.
Well, I mean, the guild takes a cut. I mean, you wouldn't have to. I'd have to show some sort of profit.
We're going to have to figure something else out then, Will.
It's just a percentage that they're expecting. I wouldn't want anything. You
Milton.
understand? I understand. I'm just more than grateful. But just, don't tell my father.
We'll just grow a pair, and you can be my apprentice.
Perhaps I can come over on nights, on certain nights, under the cover of just relaxing at the inn or something.
Sure, whatever you can work out.
Suddenly,
Nice.
Caladrel's evenings are booked,
Right. One way or another.
and he won't have time for any other activities.
That is not true at all.
I'm ever so grateful. I tell you what. This job, I'll cover it. I have some savings. I'll pay what the guild is expecting.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad to meet you. Caladrel, was it?
Cal.
Cal. I'm Milton.
Oh, Cal.
Milton Scarnetti.
Yep, saw that one coming.
I will see you later, Milton.
Oh, snap!
He veritably skips out of the building.
No one else saw that coming?
Yep. Hey, Caladrel.
Yeah.
Did you notice Millie's last name?
Scarnetti?
Yeah.
Should I know that name?
Yeah. You certainly should.
Why is that?
Well, he owns the sawmill,
Okay.
and he's kind of the BMOC, or so he thinks.
Huh.
But also, like, so I get a little closer here and speak quietly to Caladrel. I said, when I went to get the boards to fix the door, the lackey, that I talked to said that they had this huge work order for the shipyard and that they couldn't spare any wood, and I managed to talk him out of, this little teeny bit of wood here. But if Scarnetti finds out that I jumped in line in front of the shipyard, he's going to be a little bit peeved with us anyway, even though he owes us a favor. So yes, it would really be in everyone's best interest if Milton's daddy didn't find out what he does in his spare time.
Are you sure?
Well, I mean, yeah, unless you just want to blow him up.
Well, that thought does kind of constantly linger in the back of my mind for all of you guys.
Right? I feel like Scarnetti's kind of an a-hole because, like, he forces his kid into this job that he doesn't even want, and then makes sure that he has no lumber to actually, like, work on his apprenticeship. Like, hey, I'm a carpenter. Guess what I need to do my job? Wood. Guess what my dad won't let me have? Wood. Wow.
Well, then I'm just going to have to be the best damn teacher there ever was.
Right? I mean,
I'm sensing a montage.
Montage!
Right, so the door is fixed.
Whew.
Huzzah.
You sleep in your own room tonight.
Well, the reason that I slept with you in the first place was because of the phylactery. Are you
you
sure
didn't-
you're okay? How's that rash, by the way, creepy gross
You-
person?
Didn't sleep with me. Okay. Let's clear that. Let's make that clear. Did not sleep with me.
In your room.
Did not acquire the rash that way.
Right.
I slept in your bed, but you didn't.
Here, this is my rash. He pulls open his robe, sticks his arm up.
Does it
How's-
look any
how's it
better
look?
than it did earlier?
He's just exposed a patch of green cream. To
Oh,
Green-
it's turned green. That's new and exciting.
Wait, what? Green?
It smells
No, it was
vaguely
green when it went on.
licorice
You.
and elf.
It was green when it went
Ew.
on. That's fine.
So, you got ointment on. Okay, well that's probably good.
Yeah, the healer, what's her face, slapped it on.
Yeah, it's thack.
If he bends, does it like start to crack where it's dried?
It's still pretty creamy at this point.
Gross. The inside of his shirt is super disgusting.
Right.
All right, so
I mean, it
Got
doesn't
that.
itch anymore, so that's fun.
got that all done. Did. Are we waiting like until tomorrow morning for him to do the phylactery, or when is that going to be a thing?
Yeah, it sounded like he needs another day to prepare. Father Santa, I
What?
guess, just Father Santa decided not to do it today, I guess.
Well, he did say he needed 2 days,
Did he?
but yeah, he did.
Well, maybe you should have
Said it
done it
was-
in one.
Going to take 2 days. Can't rush these things. You don't want a botched operation when you're trying to destroy a phylactery.
Oh, I don't know. Could be exciting.
Well, I'm certain that it would definitely be exciting. Just wouldn't necessarily be a good thing.
So what the hell are we doing with the rest of this day? I mean, it's like noon.
Well, it's probably like almost 1 o'clock by now, but like for real, I have no idea.
Well, we're still waiting on Santa. I don't know what we can find out about this Brotherhood by the end of the day.
I wonder if there's a level 3 caster spell that does silence.
Father
Jerome- Father Santa. Come on, guys.
Xantus, I think you mean.
That is exactly what I said.
Wait, say it again?
Father Santa.
No, just drop the father part. Just say his proper name.
Santa.
Xantus.
That's what I said.
Are you not hearing the difference?
Why is everyone playing semantics today?
I'm a little worried that you might have had a stroke.
I haven't been stroked yet.
I'm gonna take another step away.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't really have any brilliant ideas for the rest of today. We need Jerome to get better so we can go back to the misgivings and then go to Magnamar. And even before we do those things, we really got to get rid of this phylactery. So I guess we're just waiting for Father Xantus to be prepared.
Yeah, I guess I can talk to the city alchemist about setting up an apprenticeship. I'm going to be busy with all of the sheriff's work.
Milton did tell you that these, started to tell you, I don't know if he got all the way through it, he was very excited, that the city alchemist was specifically leaned on by Father
No, he didn't.
to train him.
He started to say that when he said that he couldn't be an apprentice for alchemy because no one would teach him because his father warned him off. But you said, well, you have a teacher, and then he got all super excited.
Ah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically, the city alchemist is scared.
Well, I will hit him up for supplies to help me help Milton.
Seems
Help
legit.
himself.
Help you. Help me.
Help that guy.
All right. Well, are you going to go and talk to him now, today, or are you going to wait until tomorrow to talk to me?
I might as well do it now because we've got nothing else to do today, as far as I know.
All right. So you go to the alchemist Caladrel. Anyone else?
I'm going with him just because I don't think anyone should be alone. And as far as I know, Drakar is still with Jeroen.
Good point. Okay, Drakar, you have found a nice place to curl up, if that is your wish. There are some bed linens and things that are nest-worthy
Yay.
in the healer's shack. Jeroen comes back with extra jauntiness to Hannah's business.
What do you think, Hannah? I thought I'd go for a change of look.
Well, it is better than the sack.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes, and it does qualify as clothing.
Huzzah!
Go on.
Two better things than I have seen you in recently.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm just saying, you can, in public, not everything is acceptable.
I know I had to walk all the way from here to the Rusty Dragon in that burlap sack. It was horrendous. You should have seen the looks I was getting.
Well, it's probably a little better than the looks you could have been getting.
No, I can't imagine how it could get
It's
worse.
a good color. It's a good color on you.
Yes, I thought so myself.
Anyway, what did you do today? Went for a nice
Oh.
walk?
I did. Did you know that there's a Varisian coffee brewer in the market?
Oh, is there now?
Yes, it was fantastic. We were just funny I should mention it, actually. While we were enjoying a good sip of coffee on the market, just kind of people watching a little bit. We saw while we were people watching, we saw some nice people in masks, and one of them attacked us.
What?
Yeah, one of them attacked us.
Wait, but you
I'm
were
very
supposed
tired.
to have
I think
a
I'm gonna
quiet
take
evening out. No stress of any kind.
I can assure you I was completely stressless. I had this guy in front of me. I wave over to Chakar.
Did you take any injuries? Let me look you over.
No, it was fine. I even got to finish my coffee.
Well, I'm very fond of coffee myself. I usually get instant.
I look at her with disdain. I have been. My ears have been assaulted.
What? Is there something wrong?
No, everything's fine.
Is there anything to that Parisian coffee?
It is pure, not ambrosia. Ambrosia is the food. Nectar.
So you mean
It
to
will wake you up though. Not something to be drunk lightly.
You mean to say it's better than instant? Is it really worth the money?
Yes. Yes, it is worth the money.
Well, perhaps you'll have to show me sometime.
Yes, perhaps I will.
Anyway, you need a rest, especially if you are out gallivanting around. Nice cane, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Caladrel. We'll resolve that. Caladrel, you arrive at the alchemist shop.
Oh, before we leave the dragon, I let Amico know that the door is fixed. I'll work on the.
You need to hire a carpenter to fix the window.
Very good. Yes.
I'll work on the window next.
I tried to mention something about the window. He seemed awfully pleased with himself.
Yeah, decent kid.
A separate job, I suppose. I'll have to put in for that. You are paying for it, though.
Yeah, well, that's what that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, good. Sorry,
Yep.
that didn't happen. Um, very good. So then you arrive at the alchemist shop.
Yeah. Oi, prick!
Not now. I'm in the middle of a. What's it? Oh, Galadriel.
You old so and so.
Ah, you, you potion swilling, pugnacious pugilist.
What?
Is that sure? Yes. I'm in the middle of a delicate reagent compound here.
Oh well, don't let me distract you.
Yes. Let's see now. If I add,
I'm hoping you can help me with some supplies. I'd like to start teaching that Scarnetti kid.
put the what?
Yeah, the Scarnetti kid. I had a pleasant chat with him today.
A bowl. The bowl in front of him starts to smoke.
The bowl.
Oh my God! That's not right. Jeez. And he just
Calico grabs
throws it
Raina
out a
and
window.
ducks. And Calico grabs Raina and ducks.
He just throws it out a window. Just the nearest window into the alley.
Can never be too safe.
There's a bright flash from that broken window. No sound though, which is very interesting.
Interesting. Calico gives a few the testing sniffs, just in case.
Ruined.
What were you working on?
It was a new reagent process, very time sensitive.
Well, I will.
8 hours to get to that point.
Well, I'll help you do it again.
The Scarnetti kid.
Yeah, Milton, right?
Yes, Milton.
Yeah, he did a repair for me today. Noticed him staring at my little setup.
Yes, he's very keen to be sure, but you do realize who his father is, right?
No one of consequence.
No one. You're not that new in town, are you?
No one of consequence to me.
You don't realize. When I found out the boy wanted to become an alchemist, I was excited. There's nothing more exciting than apprenticed alchemist.
Right?
For one thing, you can make them do all the tedious stuff.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Making bombs.
But when his father found out, he sent 2 men around who hung me upside down by my ankles in a vat of... Well, let's just say there are certain materials of an unsavory nature that certain alchemical ingredients can be extracted from that are more commonly found, say, in a stable.
Do I know his name, his actual name, or do I just refer to him as the alchemist?
The alchemist?
Yes.
Yes, you do know his name.
Hey, Brick.
His name
Right.
is Oi Rick. His name is... I need to find it. The name of his shop is Bottled Solutions. Nisk Tander is his name. He is a
Nisk.
half-elf alchemist.
Nisk. Calador puts a hand on his shoulder. Nisk.
Yes, you don't want to tangle with the Scarnettis. Very
Nisk,
serious people. Yes.
I exploded a man from the sternum up today. There's nothing of his head but mist. I am not afraid of Scarnetti's men.
Well, I just
Even if they try, Caladriel thumbs over to Reyna. I've got friends. I'm not to say that you don't, but my friends are a little more violent.
I just recommend keeping it, under wraps if it's something you plan to do.
I'll certainly make sure that you're not implicated. This will be entirely me. I would just hope that you could help secretly, of course.
There may be some things I can provide you. I have a couple of old retorts around here somewhere that I don't use.
Well, I mean, I won't be in Sandpoint forever, and once I'm gone, no one will have you to turn to. Hopefully, by then he'll be competent enough to protect you and himself.
I suppose, but I'm still not sure I want to be mixed up in it in such a bold way, but I'm sure there's some things I could scrape up that certainly no one could be able to trace to me. I mean, they might as well have come from you.
Might as well. As far as anyone is concerned, they will have.
Very well, I'm sure I can scrape together a basic beginner's kit and
There you go.
ordinary ingredients. If it wasn't you, you all.
Don't you worry, I will work this off.
All right. You had better. God, it's just exciting to have something going on behind the old man's back.
Right?
That bastard.
Fuck that guy.
It took me a week to get that smell out of my hair.
I believe it.
Very well. Here's a basic set, and let me grab you a couple of ingredients. I could use your help on redoing this reagent process that was interrupted, and we'll call that square.
Is this kit safe for travel by someone not trained?
Well, I mean, it is delicate, but as
Fair
long
enough.
as you have him wash it out properly between uses, it shouldn't be a problem. Of course, we all know the dangers of residue, don't we?
Oh, certainly.
Those that don't aren't here.
Oh, yes. Reyna, you are delicate, in a manner.
Reyna, you're being talked to. Get on the thing.
You're muted.
Hold on, just 1 second. You missed the whole scene involving you.
You pulled the Dave.
Everything I said. Yeah, okay. All right, you're being talked to now. Go ahead. Calvin, repeat.
Reyna, you're delicate, in a sense.
Thank you, in a sense.
Well, I mean, you would be safe to carry these alchemical items back to my room for me, correct?
Well, I'm
Yes?
not a super klutz. Yeah, I should be fine.
Okay.
Now, are any of them going to blow up on me if I look at them funny?
Caladriel gives Nisk a sideways glance.
Well, they were cleaned, I believe, last I used them.
You'll be safe, yeah.
I think that's the case.
That is a rousing endorsement. I take the things like they're made of plutonium.
Right.
I certainly
just
cleaned
some of them
mine the other day.
The safest thing to do is just treat them like they're going to explode.
Yeah, that was pretty much my thought. Exactly, was that they're going to explode.
I mean, I can't promise they won't, but
I'm sure it's fine.
yeah, you should be
Yeah,
safe.
me too. So where are you going? That you're not.
I will be here. I need to help him re-prepare.
Well, just so you know, if anybody tries to mug me, I'm throwing all this shit at them first.
Fuck. I'll be right back. Yes.
All right. Well, it will take me a little bit of time to reset up this thing and I'll get another bowl.
Won't take. Oh, I will bring one of mine.
Oh, very nice. Oh, very good. All right then. I suppose I'll make some tea. Now, which one of these is the mug and which is that? Did I have? Was that the poison?
Raina, quickly. Go quickly.
I'm already gone. Are you sure that, like, it's a good idea? Well, I mean, I guess it's better that the kid doesn't apprentice with that guy.
Yeah. By the way, children, and listeners, always eat and drink in your lab.
What?
Always.
And if you forgot your mug, just use a beaker.
Exactly.
The
And,
one with the
Samoan?
straw in it is the poison.
and safety glasses are for nerds.
Yeah. And remember, kids, we are in a drought, so don't bother wasting water by washing it out.
Exactly.
Spit and swirl. I don't even know what's going on anymore.
All right.
Okay, so we carry the crap back to the dragon.
All right. And then, Caldro, you are returning.
Yep.
Am I going with you?
If you want. I mean, it's probably going to be boring for you.
Oh, certainly. But, I mean,
Well-
my other option is to just hang out here.
And leave you to go by yourself in the streets.
Yeah, that. So, yeah, I'm going with him, but I get a book or something
There you go.
to take with me.
Stay near the door just in case. You'll want to evacuate.
That's a big 10-4. So yeah, got a book. I sit near the door with my elven curve blade sort of laid across my lap, and I read this book.
All right. So,
Boom!
no, actually,
Well,
the
not boom,
opposite of boom.
right?
Boom is the wrong word.
Boosh. How about that?
You actually, you don't, when he starts out, you don't actually know what he's,
Not a fucking clue.
you don't know what tree he's barking up, but in short order, you sort of get a sense of what he's trying to do, and it's like, it's half clever. Like, there's some promise to it. It seems like it might improve certain reactions and speed up the production of certain potions. But you do notice that the path he's on is going to kill him without several key changes.
Mm-hmm.
You have the option of making those changes or telling him about them and making those changes.
I will make the changes first, then tell him about it.
Okay. You're like, well, but it. No, well,
Yeah, I mean, liquid lungs,
that could. Oh dear. No, I see now. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, very, very, very good. I would have gotten there eventually. I think. Certainly, yes. But thank you.
Oh,
I'm sort of looking over the rim of my book at Caladrel, and I'm hoping that the alchemist guy whose shop this is has his back to me, but Caladrel is facing me, and I make a with my hands.
Made an explodey gesture.
Yeah.
Caladril snarks.
And I look suddenly more nervous that is like I was making a joke. and it wasn't a joke because it was actually a literal thing that very nearly happened, and I'm very sad about my current geographic location.
All right. You not only do you save him from basically killing himself, due to liquid lungs apparently, but you also expedite the process greatly through your additions, basically taking it from an 8-hour preparation to a 6-hour preparation,
Nice.
bringing you all towards pretty much the end-ish of the day. You have successfully achieved a bit of alchemy, which was novel, which definitely thrills you. You always like to achieve new things.
Always like being thrilled.
You have an apprentice on the hook, which is always exciting.
An unbearable douchebag being undermined.
Jeroom and yes, also that. Jeroom and Takar are catching them Z's.
Most importantly, Jerome is alive.
Yep,
That.
which is great.
That exactly.
Well,
Periodically, Hannah administers various things to you, Jeroom. Once or twice, or once actually, before you actually are allowed to sleep through the night, Father Xantus comes in and does some additional curative things to you. And you are basically said, you need more rest, but you should be good in the morning. And I will end the session there. Basically, Caladrel and Reyna, you are done out there, and I assume you return to the dragon as it is late.
Yep.
Reyna, where are you sleeping?
Well, I will ask Caladrel if he thinks we need to, like, sort of volunteer, necessarily he and I, but like some pair within the four of us, like maybe him and Jeroom and me and Drakkar, or me and Jeroom and whatever.
Jeroom and Takar are at the healers.
Okay, so they're both staying there?
Yeah.
Okay, so I ask if he thinks it's necessary for us to cohabitate, or if being next door is good enough.
I think it would be safe separate tonight.
Okay, make sure that, like, you check over your room. You get the hiccups?
Yeah.
Make sure that you check over your room before you do anything fancy.
Dinner is fancy and it's hiccupy.
Or do you want me to check?
I'll be fine.
Because I'm a trappy checky person.
I mean, if anyone's screwing around in my room, they got balls and they deserve it.
Alright, well, I am going to roll a search for traps thing as I go into my room.
I mean, you're welcome to check mine just to be safe, but...
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm not worried.
Okay, so I'm going to check his.
Okay.
So my doorway is probably safe for a 23. I'm going to check Caladrel's doorway. Wow.
I don't actually have a roll here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Jesus.
Shit.
Both appear to be clear. Milton did a good job on Caladrel's door, though. Like it looks good.
I hope he's as good of an alchemist as he is as a carpenter.
I hope so.
So, okay, checking,
For
I don't want
something
to have to replace any more of this in.
For something he hates, there's a lot of attention to detail.
Yeah. Alright, so checking Caladrel's, like, bed and anything else in the room that I can see.
Alright, so the room seems to be fine, clear of traps other than, bumping into tables that would cause horrible things to happen. So standard. The bed is covered in rose petals.
Aww. Are any of them booby-trapped?
You are definitely sleeping in a different room tonight.
A couple of the rose petals explode when you get. Oh,
That's my bad. That's my bad. Sorry.
they seem to be fine.
Okay. Since you appear to be having company, you want me to keep the phylactery for the evening?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang up with that.
All right.
I will take the phylactery. I've already checked my doorway.
That's not how you spell any of that, but
At least you spelled my name right, at least. And with seems to be correct. Alright, so I checked my doorway. I'm going to check the room as a whole and my bed specifically.
Did better in my room.
I know!
all of which appear to be clear, to be trap free.
Alright. Going to close and lock my door and slide this chair in front of it. Going to wanna put the phylactery on this here table, and I'm going to go to bed.
All right.
Ooh, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how I would if I did. So I have a disable device thing for traps, but I don't have... Oh, wait. I do. I am going to set a trap in front of my window.
Okay, what kind of trap?
Tripwire.
Okay.
Like a legitimate trip and fall on your face. Wire.
All right. Simple thing. All right. Yep. Yep. Okay.
So, my infusions for the day. Bear's Endurance. Yeah. Eagle's Splendor. Yeah.
Christ.
And
Good night, Josh.
Enlarged Person. Yeah.
No.
Dear God.
She's a small woman. Don't.
Yeah, don't wreck her shit just yet.
I'm gonna wreck the bed.
Well, then you'll have to pay for something else.
Fuck.
All right. So, you spend your time in your room there. Raina, you're in your room. Galdrell, you're in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Raina, make a perception check.
Oh, I just closed my damn thing.
35.
You're drinking too much. Hey, you, quit sniffing my stuff.
No, I had a spicy dinner.
I heard. Perceives.
You hear footsteps down the hall.
Are they dainty and ladylike?
They are, and you hear a knocking at a door that isn't yours. Galdrell, there's a knocking at your door.
So there is. I'll have to see who that is.
I'm going to assume that assassins don't knock.
I mean, it's fair.
And I'm gonna guess it's probably Amiko.
If you want to take that risk, that's fine.
I'm gonna wait and see if I hear anything through the wall. If it sounds like there's a problem, I'm coming in.
Sounds like there's distress or heavy bleeding or.
Not that kind of a problem.
I mean,
If there's some
Depends who
crying
you roll,
that's going
doesn't it?
on.
What?
and I will leave this
No,
for
Coco.
tomorrow because next
No,
next
Coco.
session, because it is just too juicy.
Cool, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for probably not listening.
Worst outro ever.